What is up, my Lorcana goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. You're watching a Lorcana Goons live stream. We should be live on Twitch and YouTube, so if you're watching, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching from the VOD afterward, yeah, also like, comment, and subscribe, please. It helps a lot. It helps the channel. What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing today? How are we doing? How are we doing? No, it's not made for kids. I'm changing up these YouTube settings real quick. We're going to test out some of your deck lists today. We're testing out some of your deck lists today. I am using Inktable. It's a little system where you can test against AI, like an automated computer that can play Lorcana against you. Let's see. And from there, we gave the AI just a big aggro deck. Oh, red songs, let's go. Yep, red green songs. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? What's up, Abandon? How's it going? Got the notification. Hey, heck yeah, dude. Heck, that's right, everybody. See, you got to be like Jeremy. You got to be committed to the Goon Squad over here and turn the notifications on too. That helps a lot. Heck yeah, man. So we're out here. We're on Twitch and YouTube, so like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. We can go ahead and just start getting some games in, shall we? And make sure I get. I just adjust my OBS real quick. I want to make sure I get the full game going. There we go. Can we see everything? We can see everything. Cool. So this is the deck we're playing, and we're testing against Inktable. And we gave Inktable a hyper aggro Amber Steel deck, and I think like aggro is very popular right now. A lot of people want aggro to be the thing. You can see it in the meta. People are playing evasives and stuff. Hey, Mr. Kevin, we're eating lunch and watching. Hey, Sammy, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? Three Bears. I appreciate you guys for being here. Love the energy. Love the energy. How are you guys liking post rotation information? Have you guys been testing? You guys been thinking about what you guys are gonna play post Fabled? Are you guys going to any Fabled pre-release events? That's going to be happening very, very soon. I'm starting off with this deck, by the way, because a lot of people are really hyped for the Powerline deck, and for good reason, right? Powerline, very, very strong card, and Goofy movie, probably one of the best Disney movies of all time. Hey, what's up, Pandaric Quest? How's it going? How's it going? What's up, my goons? Ooh, this deck is spicy. This is how I think the deck might be played for a minute. This is how I'm trying to play it. At least I've seen people toy with like other cards. I haven't added Lewis in this deck yet. I think Louis needs to be in this deck too. But I'm trying out cards like Go-Go Tamago because I've noticed that like evasives are really powerful right now, and you really want an out to like the Genie and the Dumbos when they hit the board. And Go-Go plus Standout can help you get there. In other clients, which I'm not going to mention, yep, I'm not encountering any more aggro. Yeah, Fight Club. On Fight Club, there's a lot less aggro. It's kind of people have started playing more mid-range decks. There's a lot of steel running around, a lot of Fire the Cannons decks. So some of the aggro decks are suffering, right? So we're starting to see it kind of die down a little bit. So Under the Sea and Stopped Cows in its tracks have been cut to 2 and 3. And are we able to upload deck lists for you to try as well? Yes, of course, Pandaric Quest. Please drop them in our Discord. I don't think the YouTube or the stream will let you, or Twitch will let you drop a link. But drop it in our Discord, please, and drop the Dreamborn link. It's so much easier, and that's what I'm trying to do. So if you guys have deck lists, drop them in our Discord deck list section. I will try them out on the stream. Hey goons, hey, what's up, Southern Doc? Good to see you, man. How's it going? We got the whole gang in here, man. This is gonna be a good afternoon of streaming. I tried to start a little earlier too. I got a bunch of stuff done. I have to leave later on, like around like maybe like 12:31. But it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Sending it to Discord right now. Thank you, Pandaric. For now, let's go ahead and start off playing with this red green Singer deck. So turn one, usually, honestly, I don't think there's many cards to want to play on turn one in this color pool anymore. The one drop Clarabelle is in the deck because you might want to have another character to sing together sometimes with your power line. That's kind of important because for eye to eye to re-ready your characters, you have to sing with at least 2 characters. You have to sing together. So sometimes having a one drop is important. It's relevant. The Clarabelle in there kind of relevant too. Then we have the Go-Go for a little bit of evasive alongside Ursula if we need to play a 2-cost character. But really, we're just trying to play this power line Singer on turn 2, followed by the Max Goof Singer on turn 3 because we need singers, right? Or maybe a power line on turn 3 so you can shift and then start doing a bunch of shenanigans with your songs, right? And we're gonna test this out a little bit against hyper aggro because everyone's playing hyper aggro. Like obviously it's calmed down a little bit on Fight Club, but the first few weeks that's what it's gonna be like. Good. Been working my butt off, so haven't had time for Lorcana a lot, just here and there. I feel it, Southern Dog. Doing a movie theme deck for next weekend. Sorry I missed how to join your Discord. Making Aladdin deck, Amethyst Steel. The Discord for Lorcana Goons is in the description of every YouTube channel. It should also be in the description for this live stream. So let me know if it's there. If not, I'll drop a link. But yes, go ahead and abandon join our Discord. But Southern Dog, I'm glad. I'm glad you've been grinding, and I'm glad that Lorcana has made its way back into your life. I understand how you feel. It's been a very busy couple weeks for me too. We're going first. We're going first. So when we're going first, I like keeping this Clarabelle because it's a decent card, and we have ink, right? So I'm just gonna keep it. I'm not gonna keep big Clarabelle because I just don't think it's necessary. And looking at this hand, we don't have. Maybe I should have hard mulligan for Powerline, right? I think with this hand, we're just gonna ink the one drop Clarabelle and pass. There's not many item decks in the meta, so there's like not much of a reason for me to want to play that on turn one unless I had like the Powerline line going. One with my Amethyst Steel Illusions went 4-0 this past weekend. Nice. Is it like, are you guys already doing post rotation at your locals, or are you guys still playing like the regular format? He's playing. Okay, so we saw an Amber Steel. They inked what they ink. They inked a Goofy Groundbreaking Chef. So I'm assuming it's an Amber Steel deck, maybe Amber Ruby deck, right? It's probably my line of thinking. And from here, do I want to get rid of... I don't like getting rid of two singers, so I'll ink an Ursula and play an Ursula, because I think singers are really important in this deck. And take a gander at his hand. They do have a song. Wow, we got lucky on that one. Strength of Raging Fire is going to be the song we can pick out of there. And they had Lawrence, Lilo, Invited to the Ball, Shift Rhino, unfortunately. Some of us are the ones who play competitive here. Okay, that's right. Yeah, a lot of us here at the locals were basically already just playing post rotation. Oh, and look, we drew Big Cow anyways. This is why we don't really keep the Big Cow in our hand, because we play a lot of them and we're going to draw it anyways, right? We can't draw off this Clarabelle because we ended up discarding, but it's fine because we're really just here to sing songs. We're here to sing songs, right? I might Clarabelle next turn, because next turn I can actually sing a song with Max Goof, and then I can ink, play this Clarabelle. I'll have less cards than my opponent. I'll probably draw. And then by turn 5, I'll have enough 5 ink to shift Clarabelle, and that's kind of the line we're going for here. They're probably going to shift the Rhino next, though, and I'm just going to pass. So we're not going to quest there. Hey, what's up? Hey, Boofy Fish, what's up? How's it going? Joseph, how's it going? How you doing? So they're going to play a Minnie Mouse, and they're going to ink a Lawrence, and they're going to play a Sticky Mickey. So they're just going super aggro. And they do still have the Shift Rhino, and I guess I can clear the Shift Rhino with one of these. This is kind of hard now, because they're going really, really wide. So I can ink Powerline, sing Bee King, play Clarabelle. We both have 2 cards in hand. That's not very good. That doesn't feel very good, right? What if I use my I hardcast Standout, pump up my Ursula, swing over the Rhino, Max Goof can swing over the Lilo, and then I just ink the Powerline. I think I still want to keep this big Clarabelle Shift alive because it's an aggro deck, and this is like the closest way we get to Under the Sea, right? So let's do that. Let's do that play. I'm gonna hardcast Standout. It's not my favorite play, but it's fine. We're just gonna use this so that we can challenge 2 different characters and slow the game down a little bit in our favor, right? And we do play the Shift Max Goof too. The card's okay. It's a good card, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now we're going to ink our Singer Powerline, and we'll pass there. I don't think he's going to use his cards to swing into my Max Goof. No, they're just going to quest. They're playing an aggro deck. They're just going to quest. They brought back Lilo, actually. Wow. They're going to ink a Penny Bolt person and play a dog, discarding Invited to the Ball and drawing 2 cards. Wow, no wonder they were going for that. Let's go. It's in. Let's go Powerline. Yeah, and we were waiting for the Shift Powerline. When you don't draw the Shift Powerline, it's a little bit different of a deck. But we still have some plays we can do, right? So this is the Rush Powerline. So we can... is there a reason to sing Bee King Undisputed? This is, well, if I played a song. So I can play Bee King, I can use Max to swing over a character, then I can, oh no, but then I can't play Powerline, it's kind of lame. I don't think there's a need to like give this, I don't think we necessarily have a reason to play this Rush Powerline. I'm going to go for this Clarabelle line instead. So I'm going to ink the Rush Powerline. We're going to sing Bee King first, so that when we play this Clarabelle, we're going to draw a card. So he's going to clear his Sticky Mickey, and then we're going to play the Clarabelle, draw a card, let's hope we draw like a 1 or a 2 cost. We drew a You're Welcome, which is not bad because we can shift Clarabelle, sing You're Welcome, and then do some shenanigans there. Unfortunately, my Ursula has -1 strength, so I am going to quest with her instead in hopes that he swings into my Ursula and doesn't quest next turn. So they're at 6. This Minnie Mouse is really interesting. Actually, lowering the opposing strength is actually pretty relevant right now, especially when we're in this like heavy challenge meta. They're going to go to 8, 9. I just dropped my Baja Blast list in the Discord. Let me know. Okay, I'll put it up on the screen after this one, Abandon. I got you, bro. It's funny. I was working on a Baja Blast list too. Okay, so we drew pretty. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. We can shift Clarabelle. We can sing Stop Chaos in its tracks. This is where we're gonna start cooking. Okay, all right, chat. You ready, chat? You ready, chat? This is got a little too excited. This is where we start cooking. Okay, we're gonna shift Clarabelle, and then we're gonna sing Stop Chaos in its tracks to bounce 2 3 strength or lower characters. We can hit the Rhino with that, but we can hit 2 characters, not Doc. We don't want Doc to go back to his hand. There's no reason for that. We're gonna put back the Lilo and the Minnie Mouse so that Lilo is no longer in the graveyard, right? So keep up with me here. Let me know if you guys are losing track. You know, I'll repeat myself. So we'll do that. We'll sing together Stop Chaos in its tracks with Ursula and Clarabelle. I'm going to sing with those two, and then we're gonna bounce back our Minnie and our Lilo, right? But wait, there's more. Now we can use our Max Goof to sing You're Welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Ooh, look at that. Rhino all of a sudden in deck, this Clarabelle is about to go off, right? And then we're gonna pass turn, and we're just gonna draw a humble 6 cards. Nothing major. We just drew 6 cards. You know, we just cleared the board and drew 6 cards. Nothing major, right? What's up? Any advice would you have on someone who hasn't played in a long time but wants to jump in for Fabled? Yeah, Justy. When was the last set you played? I want to say, like, depending on the last set you played, kind of depends on how like we kind of like go about that question. We drew another You're Welcome and a Beat King as our removal, so we're gonna use our Max Goof to swing over the dock. I'll answer that question right now, Justin. Let me just cook real quick. We're gonna use our Max Goof to swing over the dock. Then we're gonna use You're Welcome again to get rid of probably the Minnie Mouse, because every time he plays a character, he can quest and or gain more lore. That's gonna be crazy. And then we'll use Beat King, and we'll let him decide. He's probably gonna pick the Daisy, and Mr. Arrow is gonna just stay there, right? So that's gonna be the play. I think it's obvious to some people, but the reason I like yap so much or break down everything that I'm thinking and doing is because like not everybody plays the game to the same degree, and maybe some people don't see the same lines that you might see, and that's like very it's like very prevalent. Like not everybody plays as much, so some people may not understand like what it is I'm trying to do here. Like I'm giving my opponent cards in hand, and obviously that's going to help my Clarabelle, right? But the main reason why we're doing this is because we're trying to just minimize the amount of lore on the other side of the board, while simultaneously trying to draw as many cards as possible, because we're looking for constant outs to the board over and over and over again, right? Powerline being one of those, because you can sing songs multiple times, and the songs like Under the Sea and Stop Chaos in His Tracks are going to make it so that he can't quest anymore. We're in an awkward position because they're already at 11 lore, and that's kind of scary. Like even though we have board presence, we can't underestimate his ability to just go extremely wide. So I want to constantly quest and draw as much as possible, while simultaneously thinking about how much lore I can remove from the board. So we're gonna draw 2 more off the Clarabelle, hopefully draw some songs. No songs, but we did draw a Maui Half Shark, right? Haven't since Inklands. Kev right now, Cook. Thank you, Van Bills, yo, what's up? How's it going, man? Doing good. We appreciate you breaking down your lines and the thought process. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. We are here trying. So they're at 13 lore, right? If I don't kill anything, they go to 15, then they go to 17, 18. So I don't have a song, unfortunately, which is pretty bad, because we want songs to be able to constantly clear this board. But Maui Shark is going to kind of get us there. And this is the point of the game where we really want to see a card like Pirate's Life. And we are playing for Pirate's Life, so I'm not necessarily worried, but it would be nice to see our Pirate's Life, right? So I think the play is going to be to play Bobby in hopes to find a song. Like, most of the time when you're playing this game, if you can draw cards before doing any other action, you probably do that first. So we're going to see if we can see a song off this Bobby. And we didn't. But we're going to discard a card. It's fine. We'll just discard this Clarabelle. It's not relevant right now. And now I want to set up either this Power Line or this Maui Shark. It's probably going to be Maui Shark because, like, at the end of the day, Maui Shark's going to be Maui Shark's going to get us a song. And next turn, like, we can actually start doing some stuff again. But for the time being, we don't get any Clarabelle value either, and we're just gonna use our Clarabelle to swing into this Mr. Arrow, and then we're gonna quest with everything else, letting him get very close to the end of the game. But if all we gotta do is find a Pirate's Life. If we find Pirate's Life, we're chilling. But yes, after this game, I'm gonna start going to the Discord. So if you guys have deck lists, start dropping them in your Discord. No draws for our Clarabelle there. They go to 14. I like that you could put the AI to go just who's super aggro against you now, because that's how people play this game sometimes, right? Like some people just they do not care what you're doing. They are not gonna like swing into your characters. They're only gonna quest. So we really have to find something big here. We do have and we have a well, we have stopped chaos in its tracks in our discard, so we can actually swing. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. We can use Maui Shark to swing into the goof because, or I guess we probably swing into the dock instead. No, no, yeah, we swing into the dock. Yeah, we'll swing into the dock so that our Maui Shark just has more willpower. We has more health at the end of it. We'll grab back our stopped chaos in its tracks. Very, very important. Then we'll use our Clarabelle because Clarabelle, we have to clear this Goofy. Clarabelle is one of the only cards that can clear the Goofy outside of Maui Shark. And now Max Goof, he's a singer 5, so we can go ahead and just sing together. Stopped chaos in its tracks again with our 5, 2, and 1. That's set. That's 8. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then we'll bounce back his penny and his lady. Oh, look, we're cooking. We're cooking, guys. We're not letting him get to... We're going to get a lore. Gain your lore from the Maui Shark. Don't forget to gain your lore from Maui Shark. We're going to quest with our Roxanne. Roxanne. Okay, and then from here, we're going to play power line. And we're just going to go super duper wide. We get to go super duper wide now. We have so many characters. We draw off the Clarabelle. We draw off the Clarabelles. We drew more songs. We drew Eye to Eye. Okay, awesome. Oh, no, they played Pete Games on us. Oh, it's over. Oh no, I think we lost. No, they played Pete Games on us. That's insane. No, not the Pete Games. Not the Pete Games, chat. So I'm at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm at 9. Oh no. Oh, wait. You know what? You know what, guys? When all seems lost, remember to count your lore. Because we can, this is 19, but I can shift this power line, and that is exactly 20 lore. Wow. Okay. Imagine if you're playing a tournament and you forget to declare that Maui Shark. Oh my goodness. Or you just forget. Yeah, things like everything is so relevant in Lorcana, bro. I love this game. This is why I love this game. Look at this. This is why I love this game, bro. Oh, awesome. Okay. So we just beat the AI. That was kind of crazy, right? We just beat the AI playing a hyper aggro deck. Now we're gonna go ahead and load in some new decks, guys. I'm gonna open up Discord real quick. Let me see what you guys have been dropping. Thank you guys for contributing, by the way. I appreciate that. One sec. Okay, there's a lot of decks. I'm gonna go with the people who dropped their Dreamborn links. That's very Pandaric. I see yours is first, and then Abandon. I see yours after. So I'm gonna start with Pandaric. Green purple. Pandaric's green purple. Everybody. If you don't know Pandaric quests, then be sure to check them out on all social media platforms. The Instagram is mainly where I see your posts, Pandaric, and your family posts and whatnot. Congrats on all the set champs winnings, by the way. So he's a good player. They've been cooking. Him and his family. I believe it's your wife, but yeah, you guys are cooking, bro. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, bro. That Pete was scary. That Pete was scary. That Pete was definitely scary, dude. That Pete was definitely scary. But yeah. So let's check this out. I'm gonna export the image because it's always easier for me to look at the image, and then we'll look at it together as I download it. So we got the Royal Guard, Cursed Merfolk, Pegasus. Then we have a bunch. Oh, it's just a bunch of evasives. You're just being mean to people with your evasive line. Oh, and you're even playing White Flower. Wow, I love a good White Flower deck. Oh, the Dual Ink Mahika Dispel. Very spicy, very spicy. That card I'm gonna have to read actually because I don't know what it does off the top of my head. I don't know what that one does off the top of my head, but let's go ahead and bring your list up on the screen so everyone can appreciate it while I read some of these cards off. Okay, so we have the Royal Guard. If you don't know what this card does, you gain 1 strength every time, or sorry, it's Challenger +1 every time you draw a card that turn. It's pretty easy to draw cards in purple. We know this. Diablo, Spiteful Raven. This is the only Diablo that survived. That's relevant, anyways. The one Diablo that survived, a very strong card still. Timothy Q Mouse, bro. I love a Q. I love a Timothy Q Mouse in the deck. That's hard. Louis is a very strong card. This 3-cost alligator dude. Girlfriend, but all good. Okay, girlfriend. Yes. So him and his girlfriend are very good players, and they be cooking, and they're constantly winning set champs. Crazy. So you guys gotta go follow them on Instagram. Pandaric Quest. Yeah, Lewis is a broken card. Love that. Dumbo. We got the new Dumbo. Gotta make sure we can pressure our opponent and draw cards at the same time. Iago. I love Iago. I think Iago is a power card right now. John Silver, Alien Pirate, definitely been saving me right now too. John Silver has been saving me, dude. I've been playing John Silver in this like blue-green deck that I've been trying out on fightclub.com. And it's been doing really good. Like a lot of times your opponent gets to like 14, 15, even 16 lore, these aggro decks, and that John Silver will just stop the game. It'll slow the game down every time. So this 5-cost Mahika Dispel. It's a 3/3, 2 lore quester, evasive. When you play this character, you may return another chosen character of yours to your hand to draw a card. Oh, so you're like snake bouncing? It's like a snake. Oh, interesting. Return to draw a card. What do you have that's on play that's like really good? You have the Lewis to give something reckless. You have Go-Go, which is pretty crazy. You have the White Rose, which is really good. You have Elsa. Ooh, you have Elsa. Oh, it's when you play this character though, so it's kind of hard to do them in the same turn, but you could just bounce back the Elsa and do it next turn, right? So that's kind of cool. I really like this list. Wow, yeah, no, this is really cool. Pull the lever, wrong lever combo is broken, and Hypnotic Strength is nice. Oh, you bounce back Eugenie, you draw again. That's nice. That's nice. Let's try it on Inktable. Let's go ahead and try this on Inktable real quick. All right, I like this list a lot. I like green purple. I haven't tried green purple yet because I'm a little intimidated. I'm a little intimidated by green purple because like it has such good cards and like when building decks, my number one priority is pick 60 good cards, right? 60 good cards. I'm gonna put the Tiana combo. Where's Tiana? How many Tiana? There's 3 Tiana. I'm gonna edit this real quick, and I'm gonna put the Aurora instead of the Mickey's because I really want to see how strong that Aurora Tiana combo was. And we're just gonna make the opponent. We're gonna make them play 4 and 4. QRS, TUV, Tiana, and then where's Morky Mouse? Mr. Arrow, Mirabelle, Mini. Apparently the Mini is really good too, by the way. Like, Mini's a really good card, apparently. Mickey Mouse, Food Fight Defender, 61 cards. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 61 cards. That's chill. That's chill. Okay, so we're gonna play against Amber Steel again. You really don't want to play it on 5, but you can. You bounce Go-Go back, or late game bounce Elsa. I like that. I like that. Let's go second. Let's go second against the Hyper Aggro. Just because I really want to see how hard it is to beat Hyper Aggro, like with like some of these decks, right? Because that's like, I think it's like the safe bet to play in a tournament first week. So I'm seeing stuff. Let's see. I'm seeing Elsa. I'm not a fan of keeping Elsa. Not a fan of keeping Go-Go. It's more of a late game card. I'm down to keep a White Rose. Hey, thanks for hitting that follow button. Who was that? Who hit that follow button? Who was that? Who was that? Appreciate you. Team Misplay. Team Misplay TCG. What's up, guys? What's up? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good, man. Hope to see you at the DLC Milwaukee. That'd be awesome. So let's see. Oh no, second against Amber Steel aggro. I mean, hey, that's what happens, bro. At Amber Steel, 10 Mickey Milano, Aurora, Troubadour, Circle of Life, small corp, or is it Max Corp? Max Corp. I love that deck. I have a list for that. I'll share it before the stream ends. Don't worry. But yes, Pandaric, we have to test against this deck because I think this deck is super relevant. I think this deck is very real. And I feel comfortable keeping these cards. We have a Challenger, we have a 3/3 body, and that's pretty good against some of these like aggro decks. Oh, we drew Lewis. I want to call him Louis. Is it Louis or Louis? I don't remember. I want to call him Louis. I feel like he's French. I'm gonna ink an Elsa because we have Hypnotic Strength as well, which is pretty good because we can actually trick our opponent. We're gonna play this Merfolk, and he might think he's not gonna do nothing with that Merfolk, and then bam, we Hypnotic Strength and blast that Rhino into tomorrow. They're gonna ink another Rhino, and they're gonna play Mr. Arrow. Yeah, you have to get those reps. Definitely got to get those reps. Very important. I need to start going to locals, bro. Milwaukee's coming up very, very soon. I'm not going to Hypnotic Strength, actually. I really got to get those reps. Very important. I need to start going to locals, bro. Milwaukee. Actually, I'd rather set up this Diablo. And I'll probably ink a Diablo, play a Diablo, because there's a world where this Elsa is actually really good in the future. And we'll just quest. We'll quest because we know he's. So if I see Mr. Arrow, right? Like if my opponent's playing Mr. Arrow, if this card just comes immediately lands on the board, I'm gonna think, oh, this guy's playing an aggro deck. And if they're playing an aggro deck, anytime they don't quest, anytime they challenge my character instead, is actually just a plus. And see, they're not gonna challenge me though because it's an aggro deck. They're just gonna quest. Hey, thanks for hitting that follow button. I appreciate that. Who was that? That was Pink Ramping Bunny. Heck yeah, dude. Welcome to the Goon Squad community. Heck yeah. If you guys are watching, like, comment, subscribe wherever you're watching from. Hit the follow button. It really helps the stream. We have double Hypnotic Strength. This Hypnotic Strength is going to be really good to clear this Lawrence. And we're gonna set up this white rose so that we can use the white rose to clear the Lawrence. And so ink Hypnotic Strength. Maybe he even thinks, oh, he inked Hypnotic. Maybe she even thinks, oh, they inked Hypnotic Strength. They don't have it in their hand anymore. They might think they're safe, but alas, they're not. We're gonna swing over this Mr. Arrow because it has resist +1, and we get Challenger +2, making us a 3 strength character. And we're gonna keep questing too. We're kind of like also putting the pressure at the same time. I like this. Let me know if I'm making any misplays, Panderic, and if you feel like there's other priorities you'd be thinking of. Because my thing about this deck that I really like is that you get to play cards like White Rose that develop your lore while simultaneously developing your board in like a very clean way. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was a misplay to ink the second Hypnotic Strength because I could have used double Hypnotic Strength in this scenario, and I could have gone Hypnotic Strength my White Rose, clear the Pluto, Hypnotic Strength my Diablo, clear the Lawrence, and I kind of missed out on that play by not doing that. So I think that was a misplay, especially because like there was almost no reason to keep this Lewis at this point. But it's an aggro deck, so I'm kind of thinking like, oh, Lewis is gonna be good later. Either way, I'm going to Hypnotic Strength no matter what. Like, that's just the play this turn. I can't Genie anymore. Like, I have to Hypnotic Strength and get this like, really clean Pluto trade. And we drew another Elsa, which is cool. We doing good. Thanks for asking. Hope to see you guys soon, too. Yeah, man. Are you going to any events, Team Misplay? Let me know. Oh, no. What happened? No, you're playing it perfectly. Well, I mean, I think I messed up on the Hypnotic Strength. Yeah, I'm the French guy. Did you like your stay in Paris, by the way? Oh, yes, bro. Yeah. Hey, Paris was cool. Paris was really cool, man. It felt a lot like a city. Like it felt a lot like being in downtown Los Angeles. And, like, I live in LA County, actually. So I'm not too far from that area. So I am personally, like, very fond of, like, that type of environment, and it was really cool. Like I love taking the public transit everywhere. Me and my now fiance got to just do like a bunch of stuff and not have to necessarily drive everywhere, and that was honestly a culture shock. And then there was like really good food, and I'm not even talking about like the fancy schmancy Paris restaurants food. Nah, like there was some really good like eatery places on the corner, like street food, like random places that I would have never expected to just be like, wow, this is like the best fried chicken I've ever had in the world, So Paris definitely one for the books. I'll give it that. You do want to try to never ink Hypnotic Strength. Oh, okay, Hypnotic Strength is very, very relevant. Oh, awesome. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, so Hypnotic Strength, very good card. We're gonna use it to clear this Pluto. Now we can't clear the Lawrence, but it's okay because we can still clear the Rhino and we can still ink. Do we keep double Elsa? Is it double Elsa or is it the Louis? I think I'm gonna ink the Louis because he didn't do what he was supposed to do last time. And we're gonna go ahead and just use this. No, because we're gonna use Elsa. Yeah, we're gonna use Elsa next turn to clear the Lawrence. We're gonna use Diablo and Elsa to clear the Lawrence next turn. We didn't quest with Merfolk there. We probably just should have. There was no point not to. Once again, we just want him to swing into our Merfolk. They play a mini and another Mr. Arrow. Okay, cool. So many Merfolks. So many Merfolk. Okay, so we drew a third Merfolk, which is maybe not ideal, but we're gonna Elsa. We're gonna go ahead and use Elsa to turn his Minnie Mouse sideways. Really, we're just gonna clear the Lawrence though, because the Lawrence is kind of the scary one. The mini is kind of good, but he only has one card in hand. Unless that card is Doc followed by 3 1-cost characters, I'm not too worried. But yeah, not having that second Hypnotic Strength was actually insanely important here because it gave him like 2 free turns. So that was a huge misplay by me. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a very big misplay. So we're trying to see if we can find more characters here. Great. Food is a serious topic in France. Yeah, I've heard that food is very important in France. Invited to the ball. So it's kind of like Doc, but they don't get the body. Ooh. Invited to the ball is really good in this deck, actually. Lilo. They're going to quest for 2. Or is it quest for 1? Quest for 1. They're at 14 lore. And we have pull the lever. It's not looking good for us right now. No. Yeah, that second Hypnotic Strength was crazy. That second Hypnotic Strength. But yeah, and then let's see. If there was a scenario where I were to swing into this mini, they go to 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, wait. Why didn't it? Oh, because the Minnie Mouse has the 1 strength. Oh, -1 strength. Oh, I forgot about that, bro. Oh, chosen opposing character. Oh, that's pretty crazy. That was wrong. That was a fat misplay. So so they're gonna win next turn, but yeah, that was That was rough. That was rough. Yeah, you should have Hypnotic Strength the Merfolk to crash into Pluto. Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. You would have had your Rose on the board still, and Lord doesn't matter as much for bodies to challenge with. Then you could have cleared here. Yeah, yeah. And then I would have. Oh yeah, the White Rose still would have been here. The White Rose still would have been here, and then we would have been able to clear here. And then that makes a big difference because you could after that play your next Merfolk, and you'd probably still have two Merfolks, so that's enough pressure to also like get you to the finish line before them. Very important. Wow, that second Hypnotic Strength was so important. Wow, I just got rid of that too quickly, way too quickly. Seems the meta is back to aggro now. I'm curious to test cheat decks, discarding things like Robin and Mulan, and like Circle of Life decks, right? Circle of Life decks seem pretty cool. The issue that I found so far, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna run this back. I'm gonna run this back, Pandaric. I'm sorry. I want to do your deck justice. We're gonna go first this time though. It's hard. It's hard to win going second sometimes, man. Yeah. So a Circle of Light decks are really good. The issue I found though is that like sometimes it takes too long to get there, and they have like 10 lore already. So unless you're playing Pirates Life, it's kind of hard to like combat that. Team misplay. Let's see. What were you saying? You said no luck on tickets, but hopefully we can get some before it's the here. Yeah, they're doing more tickets for the challenge, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully you guys get those. I got lucky from Milwaukee, so that's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, everyone? Thomas Cage, how you doing, man? I'm so hyped for next week. It sucks that the launch date is the same week that we go back to school at CSUN. Oh, okay, dang, that's crazy, bro. You're gonna be distracted. I already know. I am so glad that I am like done with college or university or whatever people call it, because I would not be able to focus. I just would not be able to focus right now against against the new meta. The new meta has me captivated. I'm down for. I'll keep the wrong lever. Put back the go-go. We'll see how relevant this is. See how relevant this is. Also, there's near infinite combos with Dumbo and Magic Feather. Some haste discard characters. I forgot the name. Okay, okay. I like the Magic Feather.
Well, what up, my goon?
Let's see. We're gonna ink and Elsa and start off with a Royal Guard. And oh, who hit the follow button? Hey, Goofy plays Lorcana. Thank you so much for hitting the follow button and joining Goon Squad community. Monstro. Oh yeah, yellow purple bring out Monstro pretty early is insane. So that's why I like the Circle of Life combo in that deck. Because I've kind of found that Monstro is really good. Like it's just kind of a board wipe, right? Kind of want to ink this Elsa and just go wide. Let's do that. We're gonna ink the Elsa and we're just gonna play Merfolk and another Royal Guard. And we're going to stay super low to the ground right now because they did not play a character. They inked and passed. See how this works for us. Anybody know when Lorcanito will update? I think, oh, it did already, but you got to be like 1400 MMR or something to play Lorcanito. To play Fight Club. I'm going to ink the Diablo now and we're going to set up our Louis so that his Mr. Arrow can't quest. Yeah, I think when going first, you have a huge advantage against the aggro decks. Because you get to put the pressure on immediately, and you get to play cards like Lewis, and like you just slow them down so quickly. And you have a lot of characters with Challenger. How do you feel about Rafiki in this deck, Pandaric? Like, I mean, I feel like the Royal Guard and Rafiki are very similar in that sense. But like, yeah, I really like Rafiki. And then we have Wrong Lever, which is really clean because we can use this next turn to bounce back the Tiana. Wow. This deck is insane. What's up, Goon Squad? Hey, what's up? So happy to develop. Appreciate you for being here, man. Appreciate it. I think that's because aggro is the least strategical thing to do. So before control combos are established, everyone just runs to aggro as default. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's like very easy to just pick characters that quest for 2, quest for 3, kind of go for it there. And that's kind of why I like playing against it because like people are gonna have that deck, right? It's kind of hard to like to build the deck entirely right now. Because we don't know what the meta is gonna look like. I think the only guarantees we have, like if I were to play a tournament tomorrow, the only guarantees I would make would be that you'd see Maui Shark and that you would see aggro. So I would build a deck that can stop Maui Sharks and that can stop aggro. that would be like my top 2 priorities, right? Or if you can't beat them, join them. You play a deck with Maui Shark, huh? You know what I mean? Aggro is just an easy concept to understand, so it comes out early. Yep, I agree. Sorry, I'm reading back the comments real quick. I got a little distracted. Round 2, here we go. Okay, so how do we feel about Hypnotic Strength here? We either bounce back to Tiana and like slow the game down in our favor, or we just Hypnotic Strength quest with everything. I kind of just want to Hypnotic Strength and then maybe ink the card we draw. I don't know how I feel about like this Magica right now. This Mahika. You gotta try to go wide on the play. Okay, so go like super wide when you're on the play. Okay, okay. Funny enough, I've been playing Ruby Emerald against this yesterday with my budget list. Oh, you got a Ruby Emerald budget list. That's interesting because Powerline's probably going to be. Well, Maui Shark's expensive, right? I took out the Rafiki for a Royal Guard, actually. Interesting, interesting. Why that one? Why not the 3 strength? Why the Royal Guard? I would say more Genie than Shark. Okay, oh, you're right. Genie super important. Genie super important. I'm just gonna Hypnotic Strength. I'm gonna take advantage of the Hypnotic Strength right now on one of our Royal Guards. Okay, that's chill. That's chill. I almost don't even want to ink. I'm gonna use the Royal Guard to challenge over the Mr. Arrow. We'll quest with our other 2 dudes. Next turn, we're probably going to bounce back to Tiana, right? Or actually, it almost doesn't matter, because even if you just quest with Tiana, he's not doing anything. So I'm not going to ink, because next turn I'm just going to play the Iago. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Hey, Louis better on the play against aggro. I think Louis is probably better for sure. I mean, they're both good, right? It's good. This card's just good against aggro. Okay. Oh, we drew we drew another one. We drew another one. So Hypnotic Strength could have been used here. We could have pumped it up to 4, and it's not really... And we could have swung twice, I guess. No, it wouldn't have made sense. It's 1 damage each time. We could have Hypnotic Strength our Lewis. He would have been at 6. Could have swung 3. This would have been at 3. Could have swung 0. No. Okay, so I think in general, we just still want to play this Iago. That's kind of where I'm going. I think it's fine, because the next turn, I'll bounce back to Tiana, and then we'll quest... not quest with all. No, we're going to quest with just the Lewis. Because I don't want to... I guess it's okay if he swings into this Royal Guard. So I'll quest with Lewis and quest his Royal Guard. I'll leave this one. And we'll pass there. Royal Guard plus Dumbo is so rude. Oh, that's a really good combo. That's the... That I get it now. That's why you want the Rafiki instead, right? So they're going to quest with everything. They're setting up their Tiana line, but it's not going to matter. Okay, so John Silver kind of sucks, so now we can't swing with our... it's not going to matter, though, because now we can use our wrong lever, return chosen player to their hand, return chosen character to the player's hand. Which option? Return chosen character to the player's hand. We'll bounce back their Tiana. Ooh, he was not expecting that one. And now we're going to use our Royal Guard to swing over this Lilo. And then... That's fine. That's fine, bro. And now we're going to use this Royal Guard to swing into this Penny. Doesn't have resist. That was last turn. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. And now we quest all. And because next turn we can pull the lever. And we can draw 2 or make him discard. That was pretty cool. I like that. I like this now. I like how you don't have to ink every turn with this type of deck. It's very low to the ground. You can stay like at 5 ink, right? Like what's the most expensive card? I mean, Elsa's technically the highest cost character, but she's a shift target, so you're kind of chilling. You kind of stay like at 5-6 ink, like it's fine. Cool. Now we can play this Mahika and start doing some. So on play, when you play this character, you return a chosen. Who are we gonna return? We're probably gonna return Louis. We'll use Iago to challenge into the John Silver, and then we're gonna bounce back our Lewis so that we can give something else reckless in case he tries to like just keep questing on us. And it's kind of like we're going to heal our Louis, too. This is pretty good. We're going to get rid of our Pegasus, because if they do play Tinkerbell, then Pegasus is not good in their steel deck. And we'll bounce back our Louis so that we can give something wrecked. And we draw a card. I forget that you draw... Oh, I forget that you draw a card off this. This card's kind of good. This card's kind of good, because all of a sudden, now I have a Louis for to counter his like aggression, and then I have a Genie, or like a Genie, because I just drew that off the card. Let's see. Each opponent's cards, or draw 2. Is there a reason? Oh, I can draw 2 cards and pump up my Royal Guard, and he'll swing for 4. Okay, I see. I see now, Pandaric. That's why you like the Royal Guard more than Rafiki in this deck. Okay, okay. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. We'll go ahead and Okay, I'm gonna use this Royal Guard to swing into the Lilo. Right, right. I will. Well, I guess I should draw with Genie, because really I'm just trying to set up some evasive characters. Okay, that's not bad. Now I'm gonna ink the... I'll ink the pull the lever, and I'm gonna play this guy with Challenger, and we're gonna quest with our Iago. We're still ahead of him, which is fine. And we're going to quest with our Magicka. Honestly, like, she already got her value. She bounced the character back. She's going to quest for 2. That's fine. And if he swings into the Magicka, then that's what we want to happen. He does not. They're going to actually just get to 11 lore instead. They're going to play a Lawrence. The spell equals Rabbit Snake at home. Kind of. Kind of. There's some other cards you can play. I mean, you have Madam M Elephant in that sense, right? But yeah, it's kind of like you're bouncing and drawing at the same time. Not really the same. We're at 15 lore, so we go 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have lethal. We have lethal. They have no way to out the board, and that's how you win with the green, purple Emerald Amethyst deck. Mahiko evasive. Yeah. Oh, she's evasive. She's evasive. I forgot she's evasive. This card's really good. This card's really good. She does a lot. She's three different things. She has evasive, she quests for 2, and then she has the ability to draw you a card while bouncing. Like 4 things while bouncing. That's crazy. Okay. Thank you, Pandaric Quest. Thank you, Pandaric Quest, for showing me I'm gonna save that deck. I'm gonna save that deck and I'm gonna try that out at locals. So we're gonna load up a different deck from our Discord. Let's see. Next up we have sorry about that. Abandon. Give me 1 second. I think someone's at the door while this opens. All right. Abandon sound effects. Love it. Green blue. The green blue goo. Okay. I like this deck a lot. This is one of my pet decks. I was trying to make this deck work last format during Diablo days, or like 2 formats ago. I almost played this color combo for a DLC. I played the side event before, and I got cooked, and that's the reason why I didn't play it. Thoughts on red purple actions? No, thank you. Loved having you run it. No, of course, bro. Of course. The testing is real. Yes, Jeff. We're testing. We're Milwaukee's around the corner where we are testing. We are testing. So, green blue Baja Blast. So turn 1. I mean, I really don't think you even want to play Clarabelle on turn 1. Personally, I think she's better to go on turn 2 when you go like Sail the Azurite Sea, Ink twice, you have a lingering ink, and then you play the Clarabelle. It's probably a little better if you didn't go Tipo already. But you can play Clarabelle turn 1, turn 2 you Tipo, turn 3 you can shift Baymax, start singing songs like You're Welcome. I liked Shift Baymax a lot more when you had Alfaro go. That was broken, but unfortunately you don't have it anymore. But you can still sing Together Under the Sea and Stop the Chaos in its tracks. And I love a deck with Stop the Chaos in its tracks right now. This list is cool. Yeah, I like this list a lot. You got the Basil to bounce and discard cards. You got 4 Hades, so it's the best removal in the game right now. You got Louis to stop the aggro. John Silver. I'd like to see 3 John Silver in this deck, to be honest. I also like the Donald Duck Flatfoot. This list looks a lot like the one I was testing too. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually just load this up because it's very similar to the one that I was using. Great minds think alike, as they say. Right. We'll go second again, and we'll play against the hyper aggro again. We'll switch it up after this one, but we'll play against the hyper aggro, right? Let's see. Okay, so develop your brains a decent turn 1 play, but we really want to see some ramp, and there's no use in keeping any other card. I like 1 jump ahead in this deck. I'm playing it with Mama Odie too. I'm kind of trying out like more songs, or I mean, you have a lot of songs though, but I'm trying it with like 1 jump and Mama Odie. So they open up Daisy. We're gonna go ahead and ink one of these Basils. We'll play a develop and hopefully find some ramp. No ramp, but we're just going to grab another develop because we can't afford to keep more Ininkables in our hand. We'll pass there. They're gonna swing with Daisy. They gain 2 lore. We keep a Baymax in our hand. This Baymax is actually an aggro killer too because this is gonna let us swing for 5 like immediately. We'll ink another Basil. It's one of the least impactful cards right now. I'm going to play this Mother Gothel only because we're going to go into Shift Baymax turn 4. We need to develop our board somehow. Sure. Well, Hades. No ramp yet, but it's fine. We're playing against an aggro deck, so we probably would not want to ramp anyways. They already had 6 lore because they... Oh my goodness, this aggro deck. Oh, this aggro stuff is crazy. Oh my goodness, this aggro stuff is crazy. We're gonna play again. Don't and we're gonna choose to go first. Like we're gonna give Reckless to the lady. Yeah, we'll give Reckless to the lady because it's a he'll sing Strength eventually. Um, what's cool about this format is you can actually just swing into Daisy and not really care. Like Rapunzel's not in the meta anymore, so you can just like do damage over the course of 2 turns and not get punished. So that's really interesting. But I mean, oh, there's our Tipo. So we got a Tipo, finally. And they're gonna get to 14 lore by turn 4. Oh, 12 lore because I forget that we gave Reckless to one of his dudes. Invited to the ball, they grab back 2 characters. Lady, oh no, and they had a strength, and they had the strength after anyways. That's so insane. That's actually just insane. We shift Baymax, we swing over the lady, he goes to 18 next turn. It doesn't matter. Oh no. You know what? We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back. We're just gonna run it back. We're gonna go first. We're gonna see if we can go for it. This hyper aggro stuff is crazy. I would like to get your opinion. Clearly, it's still early, but in my testing the past week, Blurple is really strong. Clearly, Amber Steel aggro eats Blurple. Eats Blurple, but Blurple has. Sorry, I can't see the rest of your comment on this YouTube. But let me know what it's. One sec. I'm gonna try and read it. But clearly, Blurple has been brutal to play against. Blurple has been brutal to play against. Okay. Yeah, bro. I feel like Blurple is one of the better decks of the format right now. The main reason why I think it's one of the best of the formats because of this little guy right here, this big old guy, Hades. I really hope they do something about this aggro. Well, I mean, let's be real. Like this deck is gonna have a hard time against aggro. Like the way this deck is built, it's not catered to beat an aggro deck. Unfortunately, we need to like draw specific things. I think. But going back to Pandaric's question, Blurple, in my opinion, is like the safest deck to take to a tournament tomorrow because it's the most consistent. It's the deck where you can play like 4 of everything and you won't brick. Like you'll be fine playing 4 Hades because you can also play 4 Tipo, 4 Sail. You can even go as far as to play 4 One Jump, honestly, because it's like you just ramp. So it's the only deck that really ramps well right now because it's the only deck that can also combat the aggro simultaneously with the purple cards because you can open up turn 1 Rafiki, turn 2 Tipo. Like, the only other deck that can realistically do something like that is probably turn 1 Hook, turn 2 Tipo, and that's Sapphire Steel, and that combats aggro. But the reason you don't do that is because you have so much removal in Sapphire Steel already, so it's not really the play you normally do. And, like, blue with any other color immediately means you probably don't have a turn 1 play. And that turn 1 play is so drastic against some of these, like, aggro decks, but, like, that's why Blurple's so good. Because and then Scrooge on 3, yeah, you could do Scrooge on 3. You have a lot of outs, but the thing is like it's a very fair deck too, because there's like very minimal removal outside the Hades. That Bell Accomplished Mystic is really good, but overall, like how do you beat Blurple? Like I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think it's by adding some type of like either anti-questing or like some locations, because locations are pretty good against Blurple, especially because they don't have Fox or Crab anymore, right? So, like, what am I inking? I'm going to ink this Hepalumps, because I really want to get to this Donald and Louis. Yeah, I get the feeling that, like, Baymax on 3 is better than Scrooge. The thing about Baymax on 3 is that you're technically not developing an extra character, right? So like look at this example right here. Look at this right here. So there's a world where this Tipo can swing twice into this Aurora and clear it. Like it can happen. Or there's also situations where you play Hidden Cove, and the Hidden Cove will let this Tipo clear this Aurora. And the thing about like Baymax is that Baymax, you need to shift it on top of the Tipo. You don't get the extra body. Whereas Scrooge, it's an extra body. It's an extra character. And even in Blurple, like you just have those extra like characters to go wide, and it's super relevant, especially if you're playing like cards like Yelena, because Yelena's going to give you options. You can now pump up your Tipo, or you can now pump up your Scrooge. Whereas like if you shift on Baymax, like you have less options, right? Or like in a deck like blue green, if that's what you're referring to, right? I agree about the locations. Yes, Chris Gordon, I think locations are really good against Blurple, because you can simplify the game state and then just go really wide with the locations, and they don't have many rush characters anymore. A lot of their deck is kind of based off of like getting value with their trades, and like that's why like aggro's really bad against it because they're always going to get a value trade. And let's see. So if we play Sail, well, we got 1 ink left, and then we can ink twice, and then we can play Louis. Okay, we'll do that. So we're gonna play Sail. We're gonna draw, and then we're gonna ink twice. We're gonna ink Donald and ink Akita. I think that's fine. I don't think we need to be inking much. And then we're going to go ahead and use Louis. We'll give Reckless to... I kind of want to give it to the Aurora, but there's not like a princess that I'm not really worried about. So I'm gonna actually just going to give it to the Daisy instead. And yeah. We'll pass there. Tiana incoming. Yeah, Tiana might be incoming. How do I share my deck? Let's drop it in the Discord. We have our Discord in the link in the description below. Look at that. We got a Baymax off of their Daisy. So this Baymax shift is pretty nice. So now we're going to be able to use the Tipo to clear the double Daisy that's going on here. And then now this Daisy has Reckless, and it has to swing into the Louis. That was kind of cool. Oh, here comes the Tiana, though. Luckily, Tiana is not exerted, so that's fine. Perfectly fine here, because now we can use both of these characters to swing. I do want to play this Baymax on top of my Tipo. Sure, we'll use Baymax effect. We're going to use Baymax, swing over our... Yeah, we'll swing over the Aurora. We'll use the unhealthy character to continue to be unhealthier. And we'll use our Louis to swing into the Daisy before his Tiana can go off. And I'm going to ink... And I don't want to develop yet. I'm not digging for anything, so I'm just not going to use develop. Like, I like to use develop when I'm looking for something. I mean, the only relevant locations right now are mine and library, right? Potentially. I'd have to like honestly filter out. I'm gonna filter out every location that gives you 2 lore, because 2 lore is kind of crazy. That's another reason why I didn't develop your brain. Like at this point, I'm just gonna develop your brain and play Hades. You know, there no need to, no reason to play it. Play Hades. Hades is gonna get rid of this and Minnie Mouse, because Minnie Mouse is kind of scary. And if we don't pay 3 ink, then we swing for... Right, so we're just going to quest with everybody, because he is technically beating us. But next turn, we can afford to pay the 3 ink. It's fine. That card is good. Card is good. New Goo Wednesdays? Yes, New Goo Wednesdays. Yep, that's every Wednesday, man. I'm going to try and keep streaming. How do you feel about Blue Fairy Evasive Support? It just has evasive support, right? I don't think it's anything too crazy. Like, at least I don't think it's anything too wild. Baymax has to get rid of... Oh, but now I can't. Did I misplay? Oh, well, I mean, I just have to pay the ink. I have to pay the ink every time. So, Baymax in a swing. I'm going to have to pay the ink. That's fine. Yes, we'll pay 3 for the Tiana. That's what's crazy about Tiana, is that at this point, it just doesn't matter, because I'm Blurple. Like, I'm playing Blurple, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have enough to just... pay the ink, and I'm not really tripping. That's cool. I mean, I'm green and blue. I'm Sapphire. Hey Kevin, how's it going? What's up, Bearded Cat? How you doing? I'm glad to see you guys in here. Go to work, Joe. Hey, Redman, how's it going? How's it doing? Imagine someone dropping Treasure Mountain. Oh yeah, Treasure Mountain's a good one. Treasure Mountain is a good one. I like Treasure Mountain. So we're gonna play Tipo, no effect, because we're gonna want to use our Baymax to shift later. Pass, and then we're just gonna use Heffalumps. We're just going to use Heffalumps so that we can draw a card and make sure that his lady does not quest. I like that Heffalumps draws a card. These songs that do something and draw a card are very, very strong right now. Very, very strong. Yeah, that Treasure Planet, Treasure Mountain. That Treasure Mountain location is actually pretty crazy. Like, I think it might actually be a real card. Let's see, who do we play? Is it just Donald? I think it might just be Donald. You know what? We're going to play the cow, and we're going to ink Donald so that we can draw a card. And we're going to quest with everybody, because we got to catch up. We got to play the catch-up game. He's going to go to 15 next turn. But we're going to draw a card. Maybe we draw some more removal. Come on. Or a Louis. That's removal. We're going to bounce one of his characters. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, not too much draw. There's not a lot of draw. Can you play this deck against my Ruby-Amethyst list? I want to see how dumb the AI is. Yeah, bro. Go ahead and drop your Ruby-Amethyst. I'll add it. Give me 1 second. I think there's... something going down. Ooh, this is not what I wanted to see, though, because I wanted to be able to bounce back his only character, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to play Baymax. No, shift 4, so it's 4 plus 10. Not going to have enough. He can go to 18. That's fine. I'm going to shift Baymax onto my Tipo. This guy's going to swing over the Lawrence. If I would have kept Donald, then I could have played Donald this turn, but I don't know how relevant that was. This is going to swing into there. And I'm a quest with Clarabelle. Now the question is, do I play Claire? No, I'll just play this Clarabelle. No effect. There's no item, and I'll pass there. Can't draw anything. Treasure Mountain and Transport Pod could be fun. Glimmer versus Glimmer with Cusco and Diablo. That's what I've been on, Red. I like that a lot. I'm really loving the Dumbo card, but building a deck around him is something I haven't nailed yet. What's the best deck to build with Dumbo? It's probably Blurple, like Amethyst Sapphire. It's probably the best one because you have like the ability to ramp into that kind of sequence and like puts you in a really good position. This is great because now we can go challenge, swing into the goof. We'll use this Hades to swing into the Rhino. And now we can control this game by playing our Mother Gothel, bouncing back to Lawrence, questing with everybody. Puts us at 12. Puts us at 13, actually. And then we're going to ink the Clarabelle so that we can draw 3 cards from this Clarabelle. And bam, bro. Look at that. We're at lethal now. 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this is lethal. And we that was crazy. That was kind of scary. We like completely turned that game around. Completely. I mean, it's the AI, but the AI is just going super aggro, and as long as we can beat aggro, that's what we're looking for. Give me 1 second. I think someone's at the door. I'm waiting for a package. That's why, guys. Sorry. 1 sec. Nope, no package yet. Okay, let's go ahead and load up another deck over here. Let's see what we got. What we got? Opening up the Discord. Okay, so after Abandon, we got Mr. Dreamborn. That's a goated name. Dreamborn's been kind of weird, guys. So if your deck doesn't come up, make sure it's public, please. Oh, why does it have me sign in now? Okay. Weird. Dreamborn normally doesn't do this to me. What the? Okay. Let me re-sign in real quick. I don't know why Dreamborn is tripping now. It's not. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, that was kind of weird. Okay, so let me try and open this one again. Mr. Dreamborn, your list didn't come out. It just came out as like a regular, like just the link to build decks. But we're gonna use Southern Dock's list. Here we have Southern Dock, everybody. Let's go ahead and give them a friendly Lorcana Goon Squad community round of applause for an illusion deck. I have not tested an illusion deck yet, Southern Dock. So this is definitely going to be my first time playing this. So let's take a gander at this, shall we? Okay, so we have Diablo, Royal Guard, Rafiki as our 1 costs. I like this already. Very strong, very strong. Oh, the chat. Sorry. Doug was using steel. Dumbo is busted. Post decks list in the Discord. Yes. Treasure Mountain is actually interesting because its effect isn't May. So if the opponent doesn't have anything, you have to ping yourself. Yeah, that kind of sucks. All the steel characters that have evasive on your turn can draw. Oh, that's true. With Dumbo, maybe you go purple steel. Yeah, because all the evasive characters like Helga St. Clair, Jafar, the ones that gain evasive on your turn, they can draw too. But you can also play the what's her name, Corella Deville. If you're playing Blurple, if you're playing blue purple Dumbo, you can play the 2-cost Corella Deville. She gains evasive on your turn. She swings for 3 strength, which is super relevant because in the mirror match, you can swing over the Dumbos, or you can pump her with Helena and swing over an Elsa. And she has evasive on your turn, so you can use her to use the Dumbo effect too. It's very, very strong. That's a good one. That's a good one. Thank you for saying that. I agree that Blurple is the best Dumbo deck because of how many evasives you already have in your deck. Yep. I may move Diablo to a library quest, Glimmer versus Glimmer pop. That's kind of nice. You need a lot of ink to get there, but that's kind of nice. So yeah, again, I think locations are very good against Blurple. It's kind of like my strategy right now. Or I've been playing red purple with not the new Dumbo, the 4-cost, but the 3-cost Dumbo that gives evasive to one of your characters. The reason for that is because I play Rafiki, so not strength, so it's not too far-fetched to go like multiple characters. Who's at the door? Dang it. Still not my package. Okay, let's talk about this deck though. Purple steel, purple steel. We got the illusions. I like illusions right now, especially because there's minimal removal, minimal like targeting. You can hypnotic strength the opposing card and get rid of the illusions, but if you got the Jafar, that lets you get him back to your hand, it's gonna be kind of crazy. And you're playing the Scarab too. Oh, you got Vinny. We're playing Vinny in this deck. This deck is goated. We got Vinny in the deck. This deck is goated. Okay, I like it already. I like it already, Southern Doc. I'm a big Vinny supporter. I think Vinny's the future. I think Vinny is the future. Card's really good, especially like even in the B prep meta, the card was pretty good. We're gonna go second against the hyper aggro again. Oh no, wait, that's not right. That's not right. Okay, yes, we're gonna go second. Okay. Um, Red purple new Lilo Robin Hood sharpshooter. Interesting combo there. Illusion deck, I like it. Mainly went Rafiki in opener due to aggro can stall them. Oh yeah, like the Rafiki's so good because of the aggro stuff. Vinny's the future. Vinny is the future. Oh, but I was saying I really like the 3-cost Dumbo. The character that he gives evasive to one of your characters until the start of your next turn. The reason being is because I play Rafiki, or if you play Raja, you can give one of these guys evasive and he clears the opposing Dumbo. And if you have like 5 ink, then you can like even use that Dumbo plus Hypnotic Strength, and then all of a sudden your Raj or your Rafiki can clear a Maui Shark, and that's super relevant, right? So some pretty good combos here. I kind of want to keep this Jafar and just get there. So put back the Vinny, put back a Raja, and we'll put back this Jafar. And we'll keep a nice 1-2-3 curve. No 4 cost, but it's fine. We're not really worried about the turn 4 play because I really want to do this Jafar on turn 5. They are playing an aggro deck, though. And we opened up Rafiki plus a lot of decent characters. So your illusion characters gain challenger +1 with this magic carpet. So that means that if I go turn 2 Raja, turn 3 magic carpet, this Raja can swing for 4 over this Daisy, and I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to get rid of this Genie. This Genie is a very good out to like Dumbo and like a lot of the evasive characters, but you know, he showed me Daisy Duck first turn, and I'm assuming he's not playing those evasives. So we're not going to worry about that. Hey, thank you, Voidrix. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I really appreciate it. Put magic carpet in my hand, yes, please. We got a 3rd magic carpet off of the Daisy. They're going to ink Penny Bolt's person, and now we got Mr. Arrow on the board. This hyper aggro deck, they're so good at opening up Daisy plus Mr. Arrow. Turn 2, we're gonna ink one of our magic carpets, or nah, you know what? It says your other. Oh, this is cool because if we play carpet, it's gonna stack. All of our other illusion characters are gonna have challenger +3. That's kind of crazy. Oh, I still have the deck up. I'm so silly. Sorry about that. This is covering. I'm so sorry, Voidrix. I'm so sorry. Southern Dog, I ruined your deck. I ruined your hype. But so they're going aggro, and we have the ability to do some shenanigans. I'm gonna ink this Finder's Keeper, so it's just a late game card. And we're gonna play this Raja, and we're gonna pass there. Because like I said, next turn if we play Magic Carpet, then that means this Raja can clear Daisy. And we're going to be able to stack carpets. Oh, we got a Palace Guard, more illusions, more and more illusions. This Daisy's making this deck look really, really strong. So now we can do some cool stuff. Rafiki can clear Mr. Arrow. He gets to play multiple characters, but we're not too worried about that. Ooh, and we drew Fire the Cannons? All right. Once again, sorry you couldn't see the game. But we're going to go ahead and I think 2 carpet is enough. So we'll ink a carpet to play a carpet. Our illusions now have challenger +1, so Raja can swing over the Daisy Duck. Pretty cool. That's a very nice trade right there. I like that a lot. And then with Magic Carpet, if you use that Dumbo, this Raja can swing over a Genie. That's really cool. Yeah, that 3-cost Dumbo. Don't sleep on that card. I'll pull it up right now. I'll show you guys right now. That card's really good, and I'll pass there. Team Mislay, have you settled on what deck you're going into Fabled with? Not really. I think like Ruby-Am is like my bread and butter. That's like my safe one, right? That's what I like. Okay, so we have Fire the Cannons. So I think I'm gonna want to go Fire the Cannons carpet again this turn, and I want to Fire Cannons down. Fire the Cannons the mini. So and then but then I won't have any illusions. I can strength also. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna ink the Palace Guard. I will play another carpet. I could have played Vinny, but I want this challenger to stack. It probably would have been better to play Vinny because like would have kept an illusion for my hand and ink one next turn. Yeah, it's better to play Vinny there just to be safe. But we're gonna assume we draw Inkable next turn. You know, because our deck is good. We're gonna shoot down the Minnie Mouse. We're gonna challenge this Rafiki into the lady. And now we're gonna use Raja to swing into the Bagheera so that we can survive this challenge. And then we're going to go ahead and use Fire the Cannons on his last Rhino so they can't shift the Rhino on us. That's what I don't want to happen. Lots of Jafar. I see Genie too. Why not 2x Lamp? I don't think Lamp survived. I think Lamp got rotated out if I'm not mistaken, right? Like we don't have the Magic Lamp anymore. Tiana, that's cool because we're already... Once you get to like 5 ink, this Tiana also doesn't matter anymore as much as it like used to. Because like it's really only good the first few turns because now even if you quest with Tiana, I can just swing over it. I'm not really tripping. Especially with these guys. This stacks, right? Your other illusion character is getting Challenger +1. Does that mean that my Carpet gains it too? Because he's also another illusion. They all have it now? I hope they all have it now, right? Yeah, they all have Challenger. That's cool. Oh, but it doesn't... Oh, he has Challenger +2. This is cool. Wow, I like that. I like the ability of stacking your Magic Carpet. It's very fun, very fun. No more Lampy. Yeah, no more Lampy Wampy. I'm sorry. Was the list using Hook and Rafiki or just Rafiki? If it was, isn't Hook just better? Okay, real quick. Before I answer that question, I want to use this Jafar effect. Ooh, we're going to quest with Jafar. We're going to gain 3 lower. We're going to discard our illusion character. And now we get to play. Ooh, we get to play the illusion character for free. That's so good. So good, so good. We're going to go ahead and swing into his Tiana because we can afford to pay the ink. That's perfectly fine. We're down for that. We will pay 3 ink, yes. Totally down for that. We're going to ink away our Finders Keepers, play a Vinny Winnie, and then we're going to quest everybody. Is Rafiki better than Hook? There's no hyenas in the meta, I guess. Like it depends. It depends on your color ratio, honestly, and I guess and I guess what you're going for because you're not really gonna quest with the Hook anyways. Like I guess the only situation that really matters is when your opponent's gonna like Elsa and they swing over the Hook, and if they swing over Rafiki, they don't take 1 damage. If they swing over the Elsa, they take damage. I think the argument kind of boils down to how many characters you're playing of what color, because when you're playing game 1. If your opponent sees you ink a steel card and then you play a purple card, they're gonna know you're playing purple steel. And you know, if you're playing like infinitely more purple cards, it's better to just play Rafiki. So you have a way higher chance of inking a purple card to play a purple card, so your opponent doesn't know what you're playing that turn. I think that's super relevant. I've lost many games where I think my opponent is playing a certain color. They open up like ink play popsicle ink develop play popsicle pass, and I'm like, oh well, I'm pretty sure they're playing Ruby Sapphire, and I don't know where they're playing Sapphire Emerald, and I just completely lose because I just did the wrong play. And like that's like very relevant, I think. So like I think it's I think there's merit to like playing both, right? But like if it really is just about like who has the better stats, yeah, Hook has like reasonably better stats overall, but that 1 damage, I don't know how much that matters over the idea that you can potentially not reveal your color pairing to the opponent. But I will count the colors. We won this one. Heck yeah. Okay, so illusions, kind of cool, kind of cool. So let's see. You have 26 purple cards and 22 steel cards. So yeah, I guess technically you can take out the Rafikis and play Hooks, and then you'd have 26 steel cards and 26 purple cards. But then it boils down to what's inkable and what's not inkable. And what's uninkable are steel cards and purple cards. It's both. It's kind of an even ratio. So I mean, I think you could honestly argue that you'd play Hook also over Rafiki. I can't really think of what other reason you'd need to do that outside of maybe people start playing hyenas. But yeah, like if you need to reveal a card to ink, like I'd rather just keep the same colors too. You know, so like that's kind of why I would play Rafiki over Hook. But it looks like it's pretty even on the color ratio there. But that was illusions, and we beat the AI going second, so that's a very good sign, Southern Dog. I'm not going to go at it again because that's kind of what I want to test, is how we can beat the AI. Mufasa will be missed, but I gotta move on. Okay. We have AZ Aquaman's necklace here coming up next. Check this out. Let me bring this up on the screen real quick. There we go. Bam. What's up, my goons? What's up, Lucky Big Brain Plays? How you doing? Yeah, they always have it. Our opponent always has all the outs. Remember, they always have all the outs. They never not have the outs. Amber Steel. We got Amber Steel here. This is a list by AZ Aquaman. Really appreciate you. This dude was running rampant. He was running rampant since Inklands. Oh my goodness, I forgot to answer that. Who was it that asked me that question about like getting back into the game? I am terrible. Oh my goodness. I just I am so bad. Who was that asked me about getting back into the game from Inklands? If you're still in the chat, I am so sorry I didn't answer your question. I just completely forgot. Like we've been having so much fun. But getting back into the game post Inklands, I think you're chilling really because like they rotated everything like off of those sets, and the only big difference from like let's say that season to now is like the addition of cards like Maui Shark and Genie, Calhoun and Doc, right? I think it's gonna be a power line meta. You think so? You think so? But yeah, but my power line is also a really good card. It's a really good deck, the green red power line deck. But I am not confident it's gonna be like the best deck. Um, but yeah, let's say you haven't been playing since Inklands. There's a lot of stuff that I could have told you to look out for, like 2 weeks ago. But since the post rotation, you're like in a perfect situation to learn the game again because not much has changed because we're still using a lot of those cards from those formats like Lawrence, Robin Hood. Like I said, Maui Shark is probably the card you got to read up on. You got to read up on how Doc works. You miss Piglet, yeah, you'll miss Piglet. I also miss Piglet, the GG Piglet. And I think cards like Beyond the Horizon. But like for the most part, like there hasn't really been like huge because of the rotation, right? Like I can't really talk about Ruby Sapphire anymore. You can't talk about Ruby-Amethyst the same way. Anything I could have told you that would have happened from sets 4 to set 8, it's just out the window now because the only real the thing that's still the same is going to be like Amber Steel, and like Amber Steel is still the same deck. You want to play singers and you want to shift them and you want to sing some songs. There's not much removal though, so like decks are a lot slower. But yeah, I like this Amber Steel deck. It looks more like a value deck rather than like anything else I've seen people trying to do. I see a lot of Amber Steel, Whole New World, Circle of Life. Yeah, Amber Steel, Circle of Life is very relevant. I haven't seen a lot of people use this list though. Let's go ahead and put it up on Inktable real quick. Bam, bam, there we go. So we got a Amber Steel list here by AZ Aquaman, Chef Goofy and the squad. Chef Goofy and the squad. And we'll play. Oh, you want? Who was it? Who was it that wanted me to use the Ruby-Am deck? Was it you, a bearded cat? The bearded cat. Let me see where your bearded cat. It's Dogby, right? That's you. Just gotta remember. I always gotta ask. Yeah. Okay. So I will play it against your Ruby-Am deck, bearded cat. So here we have bearded cat's Ruby-Am deck. I will not I'll go over the list very briefly real quick. This is the list we're going to be playtesting against. And moving damage. Okay, we'll see what the AI does with that. We'll see what the AI. We'll even let the AI go first, right? We'll see what the AI does with that. Just going second, and we'll do it more by default. So we'll go second. We'll go second. And then let me go ahead and put this deck away. Bam. Okay. So here we've opened up. Let's see. Why are people worried about Piglet going away? The new Nala replaces it, right? Piglet walked so Nala could run. Yeah, I agree, Pandari. Power line with the rest of the 4 colors is good. I'm not worried. Just he's cute, and he's cuter than Nala. Yeah, I liked Piglet. I think Nala's a lot better of a card. Not gonna lie. So that's why I think that Piglet leaving is just okay. The Piglet felt very very risky in my opinion. I never felt comfortable playing Piglet. That's just me though. I think I want to keep a fire. Do we keep Fire the Cannons in our hand just to be cheeky? I think we do. Just in case we play against like aggro stuff. I like keeping a very low to the ground hand. And we know this list plays Doc, right? Yeah, so it plays 4 Doc as our draw engine. And that's pretty much our only draw. Oh, Pongo, and Julieta. Okay, so we have some pretty good cards in this deck. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and Inca Happy. I do want to get to this Namari. We'll Inca Happy and we'll play a Hook. I think that's better. Especially because they just inked Pass, right? They're gonna ink a Panic and play a Juju to move 1 damage counter around, but we have no damage on board, so it's fine. Juju cannot clear this location, so I kind of want to play this Namari and just set up this Dwarves Mine, because by next turn we can even go as far as to play Happy, move into the mine, ping 2 damage. That might be really relevant. Dwarves Mine plus Happy is actually like really good right now. I didn't like it before. like I didn't think it was like a good play, but now it feels like a much more relevant play. We got the shift Robin Hood line, but we don't have a Robin Hood quite yet, so we're gonna ink this away. And do I fire the cannons here? Yeah, I'm gonna fire the cannons, the Mulan, because I like playing around the shift Mulan. That card's kind of scary. I know it doesn't come down to a turn 5, but I'm still not taking that risk. And then I will use Hook to challenge into this little snake thing. And we already inked, so I'm gonna play a Hook and a Happy. That way next turn, depending on what happens, I can just move one of our characters to ping away his Cusco. Oh, Prince John. Okay, that's cool. Now we can play Julieta. So we're gonna go ahead and see a Pongo. Yeah, no, oops. We're gonna swing our Hook into the Cusco. Gets to draw a card. But now we get to draw a card too. We got Rapunzel at home. We're gonna play Walmart Rapunzel. Heal 2 damage, draw a card. Definitely like drawing a card. Ooh, and then we can even ink our Lawrence, play another Captain Hook, which is very strong. And now we're gonna pass. This Prince John, it's pretty good, but oh, moving 2 damage. Oh, this panic. Oh, this panic moved 2 damage and cleared the Hook. I like that. That was pretty cool. That was a good play from the AI. I'm pretty surprised. And they're gonna clear our Prince John now. That's kind of scary. It's kind of scary, but I'm not worried. We drew Strength of a Raging Fire. Strength of a Raging Fire. Mysterious as the dark side of the goons. Okay, what do we do? Do we use Happy to move into the location, deal 2 damage to the Prince John? He has 3 damage, then Happy swing into the Prince John. And then play Pongo? Like ink play Pongo? Or do we just play Pongo, sing Strength of a... Play Pongo, Prince John takes 1 damage, then sing Strength of a Raging Fire with Julieta? That's better. That's better. That's much, much better. So we're going to play the Pongo Wongo. Oh, there we go. We're going to sing Strength of a Raging Fire. Strength of a Raging Goon, actually, on the Prince John. I'm not going to clear the Diablo. I'm going to leave my Happy there chilling. Will I be at the 5K? I won't, unfortunately. I have to be working that weekend. I did want to cast that 5K. Zach and I asked if we could do the casting for it. And we did not get approved, unfortunately. We're definitely keeping our Pongo alive. Did we keep Julieta or the Happy alive, though? His turn's kind of over. Deal 2 damage. We'll let the Julieta leave so we can clear the panic next turn in case of anything. Yeah, so I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be at the other event that's happening the week after in San Diego. So, like, yeah, to go to that one. That one's going to have the first place foil Cindy. That's going to be the event. And that one I'm going to be casting too, which is cool. So, but yeah, I couldn't I didn't want to commit to the 5K because it's opening weekend of Fabled, and as some of you may know, we have a card booth, a collectibles booth at the Ninja Exchange collectible. Wow, wow, that was insane. We used Pongo's ability. We paid 2 to look at the top 2 cards of our deck to grab a character, and off those top 2 cards, we revealed 2 Strength of a Raging Fire. Mind you, we play what is this? We play 9. We play 9 non-characters in this deck, and we revealed 2 Strength of Raging Fire. That was insane. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be for vending. It's gonna be a crazy weekend. So I just I wanted to make that my priority. You know. I am gonna challenge into this Diablo because I don't want him to have a character on board anymore. Because now that we can take back the value, we will. But yeah, otherwise I would love to go play a tournament, bro. Like trust me, like but I am cast and play. That'd be really cool, man. Oh no, we got hit with the Bee King. That's rough. That's really rough. It'd be really cool to cast and play. But for the other event, the San Diego one that we're gonna be going to, we're just gonna be casting. I think it'd be a conflict of interest if we both played and casted at the same time. It'd be kind of hard, right? But yeah, I just want to get into casting too, man. Like I enjoy live streaming. I enjoy talking to the community and talking about the game, especially. So the knock, bro. This card is crazy. Who plays this? When you play this character, move 2 damage. Who plays this card, bro? Bearded cat? What are you doing? This card's pretty insane though. But we're gonna go ahead and just start moving our docks into these locations to deal 2 damage to his characters. And I'm gonna pass there. I don't think there's a need to draw on this card. I'm totally down to keep both these locations up because you can't clear them yet, right? During it's in the first time you move. Okay, so it's you can bounce dock from character from location. So oh no, another Bee King. Okay, that's fine because we're gonna get rid of our bolts because this dock is gonna clear this knock right here. Actually, this is hilarious. Doors mine and sorry, this happy, not dock. This happy. Sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect happy. We're gonna move him to this location, deal 2 damage, and then move him again. Oh, that's broken. And then we're gonna deal 2 more damage. Oh, okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Hey, shout out, AZ Aquaman. Go check out his channel. He's cooking, man. Oh, we could do it again. We could just do it again, bro. We're just disrespecting this AI now. We're gonna ink our Robin Hood because I don't like him right now. Anyways, we're gonna move our Happy, deal 2 damage to his bell. We're gonna move our Happy again, deal 2 damage to his bell. Look at that. We're just dealing 4 damage over and over and over again. Playing and casting would be wild. That'd be kind of hard. Kind of a conflict of interest. Would be kind of rough. And they just passed. They had 3 cards in their hand. They couldn't do anything. And now we're just gaining lore from all of our locations every turn. We're moving our Happy to the Doors Mine over and over again, dealing 2 damage. That was kind of good. Just dealing 4 damage over. Oh no, Elsa comes down. They're gonna swing into the Happy. We can no longer deal 4 damage to everybody. Unfortunately, we could still ping 2 damage onto this Elsa, which is not too shabby though. Oh, actually, we can just do this again. We drew another Happy, guys. Move. Oh, this is hilarious. This Happy is just going. We're playing Happy Control. Yeah, this deck is just called Happy Control. The point of this deck is you draw Happy and you win. That's all you do. You just gotta draw Happy and you win. GG. Nothing crazy. No, yeah, Happy Control. GG. Heck yeah. Happy Lock. The Happy Lock. Yeah, team misplay. You know, we got him in the Happy Lock. I love that, bro. We're gonna draw and discard off the bolt for no reason. That's actually hilarious. This Happy Lock is kind of cool, dude. What the heck? Just dealing 4 damage over and over again, and you can just constantly keep doing it. You need multiple locations though. That was hilarious. Hey Goons, I see you're cooking today. Any thoughts on trying to make Baja Blast work with Merlin's Cottage and Stitch the Experiment 626? I'm not a fan of Merlin's Cottage personally. Like just as a card in general, I don't like that card, so I don't use it in decks. But let's see, Stitch Experiment 626. Like, what are we doing with the Merlin? That's the blue Stitch, right? You're just trying to go aggro. At the start of your turn, discard your card, choosing this card, then when you play this card, your opponent puts the card. I mean, I think it's okay. Like, interesting combo. I think it's okay. Like, I think Baja Blast is more of a control deck in my opinion because it's the only deck that can play Under the Sea. Like, let me rephrase that. It's the only deck that can play Under the Sea with a strength manipulation ability outside of like maybe like yellow green. So like Sapphire Green feels like a very good board wipe deck. And like when I think of Baja Blast, I think like I'd much rather reserve it for like a more board wipey type of deck, control style deck. This feels more like an aggro card. I'm not saying it's bad, but like the setup of this in Merlin's Cottage, it just takes up so much time in like the first couple turns. And like we're in a format where people are playing Daisy, Mr. Arrow into like Shift Rhino on like the first couple turns, and like playing a card like Merlin's Cottage just it doesn't do anything. Like all it says is like you get to know extra information, but it's not really advancing your game state in my opinion. You're not drawing cards, you're not like developing any extra cards. It's part of a combo, and I feel like if that combo does work, it's something you have to do like in the later game just so that you can ensure that you have enough ink to get away with it. But I'm not opposed to it. Like I think blue green can work as an aggro deck. Don't get me wrong. I think that in general though, you play this card in blue green without Merlin's Cottage. Like you just ignore the fact that the top of your opponent's card part. Like it just doesn't matter. Because I think if you're playing an aggro deck, like you're just kind of playing around like the highest chance of you getting to 20 rather than trying to play around like everything in the game, because you can't play around everything all the time. It's not realistic, right? And think about aggro decks, and I'm assuming you want to play an aggro deck with this Stitch because you're giving your opponent resources. At the start of your turn, this card's in your discard. Choose and discard a card with ink. Play this character for free. Comes in exerted. When you play this character, each opponent gets an extra ink. So I think this is more of an aggressive card, and I think really what you want to do with this is just like tell yourself, I don't need to know what my opponent has in their hand. as long as it's not X, Y, and Z, then I'm gonna win. So I'm gonna play around X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? Stitch sucks. Yeah, Stitch is not that good in my opinion. Pongo is fantastic card this set. That Pongo is doing work right now. It helped us find happies. Yeah, I've been trying to create a lockdown since it's a lack of card draw. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Mm. I think the best way to lock down an opponent though, if you want to do that kind of strategy with Emerald, is going to be using cards like the Shift Basil and the 7 cost Basil. Like those cards are pretty good because they like one card at a time start picking at your opponent's hand, and then they have no cards and they're just top decking. Like you're never going to be able to stop your opponent from top decking like an amazing card, right? But like Be Prepared is not in the game anymore, so like at best they're going to top deck Under the Sea, and that card's not that good. Like it's a good card, but Blurple. We got a Blurple deck by David Vayin over here. Baja Blast Shift. I like that concept too. I really wanted to try making a deck with Fred, with the Floodborn Fred. I think he's pretty good. The idea that you get to look at the top cards of your deck until you find a Floodborn, I think is broken. Blurple. So this is a deck that a lot of people say is best deck of the format. I have been seeing some people not or play Ratigan, not play Ratigan. Ratigan could be relevant because it just helps you get to 20 very, very quickly. I liked Ratigan way more with like Lucky Dime, and Lucky Dime's not here anymore, so that's a little sad, right? No, not aggro. Prison deck though, Cottage. Yeah, okay. So not yeah, see, so not aggro. If you kind of go more like a lock deck, then I don't know if you need the Stitch then, because you're gonna be giving your opponent extra ink every turn. It's kind of hard to like combat that, especially right now. I'm not saying it's not possible, but like I just don't think you need the cottage for that combo. But I think blue green is the deck that does that though. Like if you want to play like a control like lock deck, like some of the board state down, I think it's blue green because you can play Bend to My Will, you can play the Basil that picks cards out of the hand, stuff like that. And you play all the characters that give reckless. So that John Silver is actually insane. Blurple, Blurple, Blurple. How do we feel about Blurple? Best deck of the format? Maybe. Into the Unknown Hades kind of broken. You're playing 4 of them, so deck has to be good, right? Deck has to be good. I'm gonna go ahead and start this ink table with this deck. What color should we play against? Ink table. I'm gonna go ahead and queue into the hyper aggro, and we're gonna see how tough this matchup is. Actually, we'll play against that goofy deck we just played against. We'll play against that. We'll go second though. We'll go second. Thank you for the insight on it. No, of course, man. I'm glad I'm able to like at least give my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. I'm always open to being proven wrong, so please, if you're cooking, bro, whatever you're cooking, drop it in the Discord. We would love to see it. We would love to see your sauce. I'm gonna keep Diablo, Cusco, Sail, and Into the Unknown because I feel like those are just good cards to keep. Not Into the Unknown. Never mind. I'm gonna keep these 3 cards. We drew double Into the Unknown anyways. They're gonna ink Strength of a Raging Fire, and they're gonna play Happy. Now we're gonna ink. I'll ink a Kita. I don't think we need 2 Kitas. I think we're fine. We'll probably play Kita on turn 3 though, because we're gonna be able to ramp into Kita. But since his deck looks a little bit more low to the ground, we might need to be using our Kita to swing. Okay, Robin Hood, and then Inca Lawrence. We have Cusco now. I kind of want to play Cusco, but I really want to ramp, so I'm going to Inca Cusco. Well, maybe we draw a 1-cost character. We drew Hypnotic Strength, but we're going to go ahead and ink we'll ink it Into the Unknown, because now next turn we can go Cusco Hypnotic if we want to. Pretty good. I get why Blurple is running Kita with Dumbo, Genie, and Iago. I definitely don't think it's a 4-up. Okay. Yeah, I've seen I've heard mixed opinions on Kita. Okay, wow. Our Diablo got by this Robin Hood. That was pretty cool. I kind of want to play this Iago. I think Iago's going to be better than Kita here in this kind of like aggro situation going down. And if he does decide to quest with Calhoun, then we get to punish him with this Bell. So we're playing Iago because of the Bell. Let's see if he quests with his Calhoun. I don't expect him to quest with Calhoun, though. If the AI does quest with Calhoun, then it's so greedy. Oh no, fire the cannons on the Iago. That's rough. It's okay. It's okay. I would run Scrooge instead. Also, Dumbo might be bait in Blurple. Interesting, because a lot of people are saying Dumbo is the way to play it on Blurple. I think it's against certain matchups, right? Because like right now, I'm just inclined to not really care about this Dumbo, and I really want to just develop like 2 characters. I think that's what I have to do. I could develop this Dumbo though because Dumbo can sing Into the Unknown. But it might just be play 2 characters and then next turn try and play. No, Hypnotic Strength. It might be Ink. I think Dumbo is excellent bait and blurble. Yeah, it's definitely excellent bait and blurble. Okay, so I think it's gonna be Ink the Bell because he cleared our Iago line there, unfortunately. We're gonna play the Cusco and we're gonna play the Tipo. I don't think I use Tipo's effect though. I think I'm just gonna pass. So at next turn I can go Dumbo Hypnotic Strength, and the following turn I can potentially sing Into the Unknown with this Dumbo. That's my play here. Unfortunately, oh, he's not gonna use double Robin Hood effect. He quested with Robin Hood instead. Okay, I thought he was gonna double Robin Hood and ping my Tipo away or my Cusco. That would have been bad. Believe in your heart of the cards. I do believe. I do believe in the heart of the cards here. This deck is kind of crazy. This is a little ping deck right here. You're just getting rid of a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start by using our Hypnotic Strength. Hypnotic Strength will be used on our, I guess, Cusco, so that we can draw a card in this challenge. We're gonna swing into the Calhoun because that gives them 2 lore after we quest. We did draw a 1-drop, which is kind of interesting. Okay, we either play Dumbo or we play Into the Unknown here. I think Dumbo's fine because we can just sing Into the Unknown next turn if we really want to, and then we're gonna use this Tipo to clear the Happy. I think we have to develop a body. So I'm gonna Ink Ratigan and play the Dumbo, and then yeah, I'm gonna swing into this Happy. We can start top decking Hades now, which is just really good. Because if we top deck Hades and we go Hades Into the Unknown, it's not too bad. I've yet to find a use for Iago versus aggro. Vanish is too big of a weakness. Does it make sense to replace him? It makes perfect sense to replace him. You could even just play Iago at like 2 or just don't play him at all. Like, he's a really good card, right? But you're right. Against the aggro, fire the cannons type plays, like, it's very lackluster. Let me go cook a deck BRB. Yeah, bro. Cook it and bring it by. Oof. Okay. Hypnotic Strength into another Dumbo, or Hypnotic Strength into the Unknown. It's probably Hypnotic Strength, so I can clear the Julieta. Or no, we have to just clear the. We'll do that. I'll let him ping my guy away next turn. And then we'll set up another Dumbo. Ooh, some of these aggro decks are too good sometimes, bro. And this isn't even much of an aggro deck. This is more of like a tempo deck. I liked it. Ooh. He moves him into the mine, deal damage. I like this deck. He's just doing a lot of ping damage. It's very, very interesting. Very strong, very strong. Here's the Iago again. They get to 15, 17 lore. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. Or 15 lore. Oh, but we got the Monstro. That's crazy. The Monstro here is crazy. Right? Because we can't clear the board, unfortunately, but next turn we get to come back. So how do I do this? I Ink Iago, play Monstro, swing twice? Or I guess I just Into the Unknown at that point. Yeah, Ink Iago, we'll play Monstro. Monstro's gonna swing into this Sven. And then we're gonna into the Unknown Julieta. So that we can just survive. And I think we passed there. We're going to be at 17. Damn, we drew Monstro. If we could just draw Hades back to back to back, I think we're fine. I know there'll always be a worry about Iago being pinged but banished, but it's too good a card not to play. I agree with you. Like, the card is insane. Like, I definitely think that Monstro, that Iago is insane. And yeah, I'm going to pay 1 to draw. We drew Elsa. That's pretty good. If I play Elsa, then I can clear the. Huh. Swing into the location. Use the ability. Pitch my Diablo. Swing into the Robin Hood. It's a little too late now, unfortunately. And like, we cannot combat this. Oh man. I think it just passes. If he plays 1 character, then I have a chance of winning. Oh, he inked. Oh no, he discarded the Goofy. He plays one Robin Hood, and I don't have a chance of winning. Dang it! No, I was hoping it was a weak character. I guess I can still. No, I mean, if I do this, what is that? 5. This is really bad. We'll play Sail. Hypnotic String. Nope. Yeah, we lost this one. We lost this one, chat. I have to swing both. Oh, I did that backwards. But we had to swing both into the Namari and then the Monstro into Robin Hood, and we just lose. Oh man. Could have exerted Namari to clear the Monstro last turn. Yeah, but I was I didn't think it was that big of a deal, to be honest. Like, we could have done that. Elsa would have been on board, but then I wouldn't have had a way to clear his what was it? His Doors Mine. Because I would have had discarded cards. So one of them would have stayed anyways. And then Namari I was hoping to clear next turn. I didn't think I was gonna come back from that. We'll go first this time. We'll go first this time because, yeah, going second against these Xers is rough. Yeah, and you guys did mention that in the chat earlier that, like, Blurple is going to have a much tougher time against aggro decks. And this isn't even much of an aggro, not like a hyper aggro deck. It's more like a tempo deck. So, Ink Diablo, play Diablo. This hand's really good, though, because now we actually have, like, Sail plus Diablo, and we can do that turn 2. And maybe we start running into, like, Genies immediately. We'll ink the Iago because we know it's a Fire the Cannons deck now, and I'll go ahead and ink this Evasive Giving card. Pass there. Are we playing Genies? We are playing Genies. You have to play Genies. Genie's too good of a card not to play. Hopefully we see Genie. We see Kita instead. I know this was the debate that we were mentioning. Is Kita a good card? We'll play Kita on curve this time, and we'll see if it's worth it. Yeah, it's interesting because you basically get to manipulate your draw next turn, but it's a very slow card. That's like the issue with Kita. I think that's why some people don't like it. Looking at the top 2 cards, it's not How Far I'll Go. It's a much weaker How Far I'll Go. I thought it was How Far I'll Go when I first read it, but much weaker. But this is pretty cool because we can. Okay, so this is the combo here. I'm assuming. You want a Kita. We'll keep one of these in our hand. We'll put Into the Unknown in our hand. Oh, sorry, Into the Inkwell. That's what it is. And then one goes to the top of the deck. That's what it is. And then now we know what's on the top of our deck, so we can go Sail the Azurite Sea. We'll draw the Hypnotic Strength. And then we can Hypnotic Strength our. Oh, whoops. There was no point in doing that. I miscounted. Well, we're just gonna ink away our Cusco. The play was actually to use the Magic Feather to give our Kita evasive, so we can do it next turn. But it's fine, because now we're just gonna go ahead and get to the Hades next turn. Pretend I didn't do that. Pretend I used the item to give my Kita evasive. That was actually the play. But look, we're already at 7 ink next turn. That's pretty good. He's barely getting to 4. We're gonna draw a card off for Diablos. That's always nice. That's always nice. I'm going to miss How Far I'll Go so much. One of my favorite cards. It's so good. I was hoping it would have gotten reprinted because I was hoping that you'd be able to go shift Baymax on Tipo, seeing How Far I'll Go. But they took that away from us. They took that away from us, chat, unfortunately. We're going to ink this Tipo, and then we're going to play Hades. Hades is going to get rid of this Goofy Woofy, and then we're going to sing our Into the Unknown on this Pongo, because Pongo's big problems. Pongo's big, yeah, Into the Unknown's crazy. Going first feels very strong with Blurple, because look at that. We're already, like, we got to play Hades way earlier than he did, and we got to get rid of all his cards. This shift Robin Hood is pretty good, though, not gonna lie, but we can give evasive to one of our characters. Oh, never mind. This is why this deck is crazy, man, because, like, you could just draw Hades back-to-back, and your opponent can't do anything. I'll tell you what they can do. They can cry. That's what they can do. And we can still ramp with Kita every turn. We're gonna put the Hypnotic in our Inkwell, and then we're gonna ink this Iago because we know we're drawing Iago next turn anyways, and then we're gonna quest with Diablo. I didn't think that Kita plus Feather, that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's a pretty cool combo. Kita plus Feather, you just give it evasive, so you keep trying to do it over and over again. The card already has Ward. No, it doesn't. Does she have Ward? She already has Ward, so your opponent can't choose her unless they're going to swing at her, so giving her evasive is pretty good. They're going really wide, though, so this is pretty strong, but nothing too crazy. Sven plus Doc. We have the Iago right here that we knew we were going to play. And then we're going to go ahead and use our item again to give our Kita evasive. We are going to have to use a... Yeah, we're going to use our Kita to swing over this Robin Hood. Can we win the race? I think we just swing. We just want to. I'm just gonna swing. I'd rather be safe and just clear his characters, because our bodies are way too big. But the Kita's gonna survive, so we can just constantly keep ramping. And next turn, we could potentially manipulate our draw. I guess that's why Kita's good, because like when you're like in this kind of game state, you can always look at the top card of your deck and be like, do I want to draw this or not, or which one do I want to draw? Um, but I also understand why Kita's not that good. Because at some point, like, it does start losing its value. Like, look at that. This Pongo's good. This Pongo's about, oh my goodness. Pongo, search Doc off the top? Who is this guy? Who is this guy, dude? Oh, look, another Kita. Okay, so we're going to use our Kita. That was crazy. Oh, Dumbo. Okay. Oh, no. I clicked wrong. I clicked wrong. I misclicked. No, I was supposed to. I forget. Okay, so I forget that ink table was like, oh, this is the card that's going to go into your ink one, not the card that stays on top of your deck. I'm a quest with the Hades every time. And definitely swinging over the Sven, because Sven's problematic. Return this item to your hand. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Oh yeah, I definitely was supposed to have the Dumbo next turn. That would have been really good to draw, because I have like no cards in hand. But this is where you want to draw Dumbo, because our Kita has evasive, our Iago has evasive, and you just draw cards. In my Blurple, I've been trying Peter Pan Shadow combo with Dumbo and Monstro, but Feather is worth considering with Kita. Yeah, I think Feather is a little bit better with that Peter Pan combo. Ooh, we're getting got. We are getting got by this Amber Steel deck. I like this Amber Steel deck. This AI is kind of cooking us, and we just have 3 Kitas, so it's not that good. We did misplay there. We should have had a Dumbo there, but we're still like very far behind, so it's not looking good for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on because I have a limited time. So. I'm going to move on to Oliver. Oliver, am I at Oliver? Yes, Oliver with the Christmas, Fox, Shark, and the Child deck. Very interesting name. Very interesting name. Okay, it's Powerline. This looks like my list that we're using in the beginning, but we'll use this again. We'll go ahead and use it again. So Powerline deck, everybody. How are we feeling about Powerline? I see you got the Max Goof package in here. Max Goof, pretty good. I see you have I see you're not playing Stopped Chaos in its tracks, and I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. I'll be real with you, Mr. Photos 7606. I like Stopped Chaos in its tracks. I think it's a very good card. I think Stopped Chaos is a very strong card, and I highly recommend it in most, if not all, Christmas decks. We'll play against the Blurple. We'll see how good a Blurple is. We'll see how good the AI is with Blurple. I think the AI is pretty good with Amber Steel. That's what I'm noticing. All right. Ruby-Am Sharks. Bam, bam, bam. Keeping the Powerline Singer. Keeping the... oh, I forgot the deck stub. Sorry. We have Bobby. So we are playing Bobby, so I will keep this Max Goof to grab back in action on turn 4. Or maybe even... I guess I could shift the action. Yeah, I'll keep the shift line. I'll keep the shift line. Can you please say the deck list name again? It is supposed to be a play on the Chronicles of Narnia. Is it? Did I read that, or is it? Let me see. Is it? Christmas with the Fox, the Shark, and the Child. Maybe. The Fox, the Shark. Yeah, the Lion, the Witch, and the Ward. Maybe. The Fox, the Shark, and the Child. Potentially. We have a lot of singers and songs. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We have a Max Goof shift line here. We can grab back some stuff. I think I'm going to ink the Shark, because we're not, like, ramping or anything. So I'll ink the Shark, pass. Ink Shark pass. They're going to... Oh, ink play Tipo already. So from Bell to Tipo early on, I will... Is Max Goof that good? I mean, we're playing cards from our discard, right? Let's go ahead and ink the Ariel, and we'll play Powerline. And we'll pass there. I said we'll pass there. Okay, Tipo. Tipo's going to swing for one. They're going to ink a Cusco. Play Iago. Iago's pretty problematic, but it's chill. We're not too worried. They don't really play too many songs, so I'm going to ink this Ursula. I can play this Max Goof. Whenever this character quests, play a song for us, remove this card for free, then put it. I kind of want to play the Max Goof just so that we can, You're welcome right now. And then next turn we can shift the Max Goof and do it again. He just gets like no tempo. We'll try this out. I know we get no effect here, but it's fine. We're just gonna play the Max Goof so we can shift it next turn. So we can just go like shift, quest, you're welcome again, and we'll see what happens. I don't mind giving a much, or we can even you're welcome our own character and draw two. Dumbo. And they're gonna quest with their Tipo. Okay, okay. So I don't want their Dumbo to get value, so or do I use You're Welcome on my own card? Actually, Stand Out can clear the Dumbo if he quests with it, so we're gonna just go ahead and shift our Max Goof. I'll quest with this power. Oh no, I'm gonna swing. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so we're gonna challenge Powerline into this Tipo. Right, right. And then we're gonna shift this Max Goof onto this Goof. And now we're gonna quest. And like I guess we could technically hit his Dumbo. But I'd rather just draw two cards. I'm gonna draw two cards. Cause okay, we drew the power line. So now next turn we can go like we can start setting up a power line shift, which is good. And he did quest with Dumbo, so oh no, Hades into our Max Goof. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Okay, so I'm gonna ink the shark, play Robin Hood and Powerline, so that next turn I can shift Powerline, sing Under the Sea, or Stand Out, and then we'll use the Robin Hood effect as well. I think Shark is good, but I don't think it's needed right now with the way our hand is. And because I kind of want to have Stand Out as like a backup plan. This is a really good. This is pretty wide. We're up at 7 ink because this is Hades got us there. Oh no! Stop doing that, bro. Dang. So Elsa comes down, swings over our power line. Very rough, very rough. Now, I guess now we have to just play power line. This is hard. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're not gonna play power line. Hear me out. We're gonna ignore Rob. So Robin Hood is like, it's too risky. Like if I quest with Robin Hood, there's not that many good cards I can hit. I think the better play is gonna be play Powerline, play Standout, give the strength to my Robin Hood, challenge the Dumbo so we can't draw extra cards. Robin Hood survives and has evasive. We still have a Powerline shift target. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. As long as Powerline shift survives, we're chilling. That's real. And then he's playing. No. How does he have everything? How does the AI have everything? Oh, he's so good, so good. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna crash out because we can still just we can hard cast Powerline now, and then next turn we can sing Under the Sea. Okay, so we're gonna play Powerline. And we're gonna pass. We're gonna clear the board except for Hades. Unfortunately, though, like it's 3 turns later is when we're doing it. We should have done this 2 turns ago because he cleared our shift line twice in a row. That was crazy. He gets to 13. I hope if he play. Oh my goodness! No! Get out of here! This is insane. This is too crazy. Like you're gonna tell me Blurple's not best deck of the format? Come on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're not playing an aggro deck, the Blurple thing is crazy. I gotta give it to the Ink Table AI. Shout out Ink Table. Like the AI is actually not bad anymore. Like that was crazy. That was crazy.
Well, what up, my goon?
Thank you for hitting the follow button, by the way. I appreciate that. Who was that? So4, thank you for hitting the follow button in these hard times. So funny. No, yeah, this is crazy. I love Lorcana. Oh, I freaking love this game, bro. This is so fun. Oh, I love this game so much. Elsa, Hades. That's what he drew back to clear my to clear my 3 power lines. That was crazy. We're gonna move on from this deck because we did play it in the beginning. But guys, if you want to see all these deck lists, they're in the Dreamborn. They're in Dreamborn. They're in our Discord. They're in our Discord.
What up, my goon?
Thanks so much for following Master Mike 15. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for joining the Goon Squad community and sticking around while we try and take down this Ink Table AI with some of this sauce. Okay, so we have a blue-green deck. Blue-green. Oh man. Oh, this is interesting. You're playing Belle? You're playing Belle, the Apprentice Inventor? You know Popsicle didn't survive, right? Sir, Popsicle is not... It's not legal. I don't know if you knew that, but it's kind of hard to play Bell without Popsicle. I'm just kidding. I hope I'm wrong. I think Emerald Ruby list has potential. I do too. Does Lorcanito works? Lorcanito does work. If you're more than 1400 MMR, then you get to play with extra people. If not, you have to only play with friends in a private lobby. But right now we're playing Ink Table because we don't stream Fight Club over here. We're just playing Ink Table so we can play against AI, get some reps, and test out the hands. Baja anti-aggro. We have our opening hands of Tipo, Ursula, and Bell, which is pretty good turns 1 and 2. Then you can ramp into Scrooge McDuck to control the game, or you can shift into Baymax. And I see you're playing the 5 cost Baymax that adds a Floodborn. You don't like Fred in this deck? That's what it does, right? It adds a Floodborn on play. I'm not tripping. Why this Baymax? Yeah, when you play as character, look at the top 4, add a Floodborn. You only have Clarabelle as your Floodborns. Oh, and I guess Shift Baymax. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the that card, the this Baymax. I kind of like the other Baymax more, the one that heals and gives you 2 lore. But let's go ahead and cue this into the Christmas deck, shall we? Tabletop Sim? Yeah, you can use Tabletop Sim, Master Mike. This is inktable.com though. Tabletop Sim is pretty cool if you have Lorcana, if you do the Lorcana stuff on there, because they already have like a system ready to go where you just import your Dreamborn link. It's very convenient. No ramp in this opening hand outside of Hearts of Fidi. And I don't know how I feel about this card in the early game, so I'm just gonna put everything away and then hope I see a Tipo or a Sail. We did see Sail. That's important. And we saw Retrosphere, which is actually pretty cool, because Retrosphere plus Bell means we have to stop the aggro decks. Oh, Retrosphere is kind of good. All your characters gain ward. It's kind of nuts. Oh, and we drew Tipo? Heck yeah, bro. We're gonna ink the... Oh, he's playing the song deck. I should not have inked the Ursula. Oops. Whoopsie. We're gonna ink Louis because he is playing the song deck, and we know that this deck is very, very good at singing songs and not questing, so we don't really need to worry about that. And then we're gonna draw Ratigan and ink the Ratigan. And we'll pass there. Card list. I keep forgetting about the card list. There we go. Sorry. Clarabelle into a power line. That's their play. Now we can go double Tipo by ink for play double Tipo 5. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird if I do that. I'm gonna I can just play a Clarabelle here and see what I draw. Yeah, I'm going to save the Ursula for the turn before the shift power line. Triple Tipo? Are you kidding me? Triple Tipo? Why the triple Tipo shtick? This is kind of crazy. Is that Heart of Tafiti? It was Heart of Tafiti. It was Heart of Tafiti. Okay, Bobby Zimmerowski, draw and discard. So, the power line shift comes down this turn. And we're at 5 ink, so we're going to ink the Tipo. I'm going to play the Ursula and see if he has any songs. No songs! We play against the song deck, and bro has no songs in hand. This is actually hilarious. This AI is the best player in the world now, so you guys got to practice against him. Practice against it. We will use our Clarabelle to swing into this power line so that we don't get got by a shift. They don't have any songs, though, so I think we're in a decent spot. We'll play Louis to give Reckless to his Clarabelle. That way he doesn't draw into a shift target in 2 turns. So they're going to quest with Bobby Zimmerowski. Kevin, I posted my list. You're going to cover it? You're going to love it? Okay. I did see it. I'll make sure to go over it. Clarabelle's going to have to swing into this Louis. Very, very strong. Now we're 2 turns away from Hades. Another Louis. Louis is a very good card. Louis, very good card. Look at that. Give Reckless to his Ariel. Louis swing into the Bobby Zimmerowski. We're not going to quest with this Ursula because we want this arrow to have to swing into one of our Louis, because then it'll clear it, right? That Clarabelle is going to quest for 1. We know he has like max goof in his hand. This arrow is going to swing into my Louis. I didn't ink. I should have inked. I should have just inked. Oh, I should have inked because... Ooh, I forgot to ink. I forgot to ink last turn. Now I'm getting punished. I forgot to ink last turn. Now I'm getting punished. I need to challenge this. You need to challenge this Clarabelle every time. And we're just going to quest. Okay. Misplayed fat by not inking last turn because we could get rid of the Robin Hood, and now they're going to reveal a You're Welcome. We get to draw 2 cards, though, so I am not mad about that. They could have You're Welcome their own Robin Hood, but they chose not to. Oh, and B King, that's why. Okay, so they got, I see. Really wide to clear my board there, but it's not enough. Looking like their deck's a little bit too slow compared to ours. That's okay. This deck is decent because you don't really run out of gas like as fast as like some of these other decks do, and you have cards like Visions of the Future which can like really put you over the edge in this kind of game state. Like yeah, at this point like it's just too good. Like we almost lost that one if you would have had the like another crazy card to hit off the Robin Hood, but the Robin Hood is such like chance that it doesn't feel like the best card sometimes. So we're gonna go ahead and just play this big Clarabelle. We just need big questers and cards that can net us value. Oh, there you go. They drew a card they can't use. Oh, now we can play this Bay. Let's see if this Baymax hits. Look at the top 4 cards, and oh wow, 2 Floodborns, more Clarabelles. More and more Clarabelles. Pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and use Visions of the Future. Maybe we can find like a location, like Cove if we play it, or we'll use the Basil. Oh, we're got Basil actually, because next turn we can start doing some shenanigans. Inca Clarabelle, quest with everybody. And then we'll pass there. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're winning this one from this point on. Like, they're at 10, but it doesn't matter. Play a Bobby Zamrowski, ditch an Ursula. Don't know what card he has in hand, but we're gonna play our big Basil. Big Basil's gonna bounce his Bobby. Now every time we quest, he has to discard a card in hand. That's pretty good. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, this Baymax has support too. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And we'll pass there. No cards to draw off the Clarabelle. Bobby Zamrowski, ditch a Max Goof. You're welcome again. They have to You're welcome our cards away every time. And we drew the Bell Apprentice Inventor. Now we can play Bell Apprentice Inventor for free. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, I think it's safe to say we won this one. They have no cards in hand. They just have the Bobby Zamrowski. We're chilling there. We're chilling there. Okay, I like this list. Personally though, when it comes to like this type of deck, I think I'd be a little weary about a card like Hearted Tafiti. I don't know how I feel about that card. I do want to try this though now. I think the Scrooge and the Louis are very strong. Was it Obscurosphere? Don't know how I feel about Obscurosphere and Bell. Like it seems really good, but oh, I would hate to draw that card like in a bad top deck situation. No. 1 second. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and play a couple more before we call it a day, because it's getting really hot in my room. Oops, did not mean to do that. There we go. And I need to go do some errands. Okay, where am I at? Where am I at? Mr. Lucky Big Brain plays. Whose did I use last? Oh, I see. There we go. Clevelando with the Ruby Steel challenge items? This deck's kind of interesting. Wow, this deck is different. Very different. Okay. Let me bring up the image. 1 sec. Very interesting deck. All right, Ruby Steel. We have Mickey Mulan. You have the Mickey Shift. Oh, interesting. You have the BLT Mickey Shift. Okay, I can see that. Powerline. You sing some songs. You can sing Beyond the Horizon for free. I would like to see Doc in this deck, no? Like for more draw power, or is it not like the card you want? I like it though. Medallion weights with, oh, you know what? How are you not playing the new Lilo? The new Lilo is really good because you can give Stitch the ability to challenge ready characters, and then you can combo that off with Medallion weights, and you're going to be drawing cards while challenging readied characters. That's kind of broken, I think, no? That sounds cool to me. I like it. We'll play this, and we'll play it against the Hyper Aggro deck again. But we're going to go first. Ruby Steel, everybody. The Mushu deck. A lot of people like Mushu, so it's better be a good one. All right, we'll get rid of Namari Shark and Powerline, and we'll keep Stitch. Mulan Mickey line. Okay, power line shift with a Pirate's Life. Pretty good, pretty good. Didn't look like we had an aerial target, so I'm just going to go ahead and play Mickey to start off the turn. It's my first iteration, no testing. Okay, Cleveland, thanks for dropping it. I like the way it looks already. I like the way it looks. Okay, we got B King too. Very strong here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink our... Our turn 4 is probably going to be a shift power line unless it dies. So what's our turn 2 might be Mulan plus something. So I'm going to ink the 4-cost Stitch and play this power line, and we'll pass there. Kevin, did you get tickets to DLC Bologna? I did not. I did not. It's a little bit out of my budget to fly out of the country for these DLCs this current time frame. So I am unfortunately going to be limited to only going to the North American DLCs, which is a little unfortunate. That's why we kept Mulan, by the way, because now on turn 2 we can go Power Line plus Mulan. That's very strong. We're going to go ahead and start by singing this B King, because I'm totally down for this. We're going to sing the B King just to simplify the game state a little bit. When we're playing against aggro decks, we just got to remove characters from the board every turn, right? And if it means having to use a card like B King to do so, then we will. Draw and discard a card off Mulan. Another B King. We're gonna discard. I'm gonna discard the Pirate's Life because I'm gonna ink the aerial, play the power line, and hope that we draw an inkable next turn, so that we can shift power line and then sing B King and then hopefully do something else. And if we see Beyond the Horizon off this, that's going to be so cool. Maybe it's 4 Beyond the Horizon in this deck because of that. Okay, there you go. We ink Namari. We're going to shift power line. Ooh, I like this deck, Cleveland, though. I like where we're going with this deck. Oh, and then we can use this power line to swing over the penny. Oh, this deck is cool, man. Okay, I like this. Ruby Steel. Man, Lorcana, bro. It gets me so hyped. Gets me so hyped. I wish I could go to all the DLCs, man. Oh no, no songs. We whiffed. We whiffed off the power line. No. Okay, kind of rough. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe we play more songs. Maybe we play a little more songs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 14 songs. Maybe we play a little bit more. Maybe we play 4 Beyond the Horizon, because Beyond the Horizon here would have been so crazy. Lilo into Doc. Okay, come on, song. Ooh, let's go! Let's go! We drew Beyond the Horizon off the top. We're going to sing it with our power line. Very, very strong here. Let's draw 3. Yes, of course I would like to draw 3 cards. Ooh, I would like to use power line. And then power line sings the Pirate's Life for free. Pretty cool, man. There's a couple other songs I'd like to explore. No, our opponent does not do that. There's a couple other songs I'd like to explore. Maybe we can play what's that one card? The Hercules card. The one that lets you attack readied characters. Something about hero. One Last Hope. The one that helps with the hero. Yeah, this card. I think you can play this card. I think Lilo will be really good in this deck. Lilo's like a Cricky, and I think that's like insane. We'll play the Medallion weight so that we add pressure. And then I think I'm just going to quest with everybody. Yeah, we'll quest with everybody. I'm going to keep the Mulan in my hand because I want to make sure that we have some like draw power in case we need to draw more songs. And our highest cost character is 6, so I am going to ink this Mickey because there's a world where we draw into like our Maximus next turn. And we might be able to do that. Sticky Mickey is from set 5. Yes. Sticky Mickey is from set 5. He did survive rotation. Very important. Mulan's gone. Lawrence hits the board. Now we can generate some... Oh, Strength of a Raging Fire. With all the strength of a raging fire. It's pretty good. That's pretty good if you ask me. I will play this Mulan beforehand. We're not going to use Mulan's effect because there's no reason to. And then we're going to sing Strength of a Raging Fire with our power line. Mysterious as the dark side of the goons. Awesome. We clear the Lawrence for 4 strength. And you whiffed off power line again. So, Cleveland, we whiffed off power line twice already. And that feels twice as bad as, like, whiffing in the Emerald deck. I'll be real with you. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we probably add more songs so that we stop feeling bad, because when playing Lorcana, we don't want to feel bad. We want to feel good. You know what feels good? Hitting songs off the power line. That's what feels good. We're going to use this power line to swing the Lilo. Even though we have another shift power line there, it's fine because next turn we can draw an Inkable and just hard cast it. And at this point, we have control of the board. We're just trying to maintain pressure. Okay, we're not going to do that because we're going to ink this power line and we're going to sing Beyond the Horizon again. Oh yeah, Beyond the Horizon with power line is broken. This is a very, very good combo. I like this a lot. We're going to draw 3. Our opponent does not need to draw 3. We have to sing a free Strength of a Raging Fire or a Pirate's Life. At this point, I'm just going to sing Strength of a Raging Fire. Pretty good. That's pretty broken. We just got to clear the Lilo for free. Nothing too major there. And then now we get to play Maximus. Maximus is going to be able to give us some free lore at the end of every turn because we have a character with 5 strength or more. Very, very nice. And I wonder, is there a way to get to 10 strength? Do we play anything that gets us to 10 strength in this deck? Is there anything that gets us to... Oh, Namari. Namari can get us to 10 strength. Wow. A Namari or the Moana effect, right? Will that trigger if you use Moana? If you use Moana to pump up one of your characters, does that last until the end of the turn when it checks for the Maximus? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. It's pretty cool if you ask me, bro. Every turn they quest, our medallion weights gets value. Moana with shark, yeah. Oh, okay. Moana with shark. Okay, that's really cool, man. That's really cool. Yeah, it's is it Moana +3 or +4? Oh, it's +3. Okay, so Moana plus shark. Okay. That's a really cool combo. That's a really cool combo, man. Oh, we drew Beaking. I forgot to sing. It's okay. We won this one. Ruby Steel, everybody. Give it up to Clevelando for making an awesome Ruby Steel deck. Hey, yo. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this like on Fight Club later on tonight. I like this. To shift Mickey. Pretty interesting. Quest for 5. I like this a lot. Bro. This is a really cool deck, man. This is dope. Yeah, this is dope, Master Mike. Thank you for dropping in our Discord. If you guys want any of these lists, guys, they're in our Discord. This is a really cool list. I'm only playing one game now because I'm kind of trying to get through everybody that was here. And we have like 3 more to go. 3 more to go. Ruby-Am. Ooh, I love me some Ruby-Am. Ruby-Am with the damage move. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is a cool list. Ruby-Am in the Discord. Yep. Hey Bard, it's a little bit late, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to yours, but I will check it out and probably play it on my own personal time because I like Ruby-Am. But this is a Ruby-Am list by Hole in the Earth. Post rotation, we have a lot of damage moving around. What are you guys thinking of this one? I don't know how I feel about like moving damage around personally in this meta. Like it feels kind of weird, but we'll try it out and you know, in the time being. I have noticed that it's good in like yellow purple. I like keeping Genie in my hand this meta because Genie's so important. But we'll go ahead and ink. We didn't draw a 1-drop, but we drew 3 bells, so we're gonna go ahead and ink a bell and play a tiny adversary. I like the tiny adversary; she's really good. But we do have Palace Guard and Mulan as our 1 cost, and we didn't see any, and that's fine. I'm gonna start off by who are we inking? We'll ink the Mim. We'll ink Skater Mim, and we'll play the Queen. Because if we top deck a Medusa, then it'll be really strong. And if we don't top deck Medusa, then we're just gonna probably play this Bell or something. How do you feel about this Bell? It's interesting. I think Bell Accomplished Mystic is better than Elsa, and I don't want to ink more of them. So I am just going to play this Bell for 3. And then if I swing, he challenges, it trades evenly, and then I'll just pass there. Okay. So this is interesting because we can use Bell to hit the Captain Hook, and then we can shift Bell and move the 1 damage that's on our Bell onto this Happy, which might be really relevant. Or we could even move the damage onto our Queen and swing, but I don't know how important that is. Mulan doesn't seem worth it right now. And I'm going to do that play that I mentioned, actually. I think I'm going to... Oh, actually, no. Or we can even use Queen, swing, move Bell. Nah, this is... I go Queen, swing, 2 damage, shift Bell, move the damage quest. That's probably better. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and use Queen to swing into the Happy. And yeah, there we go. This is a much better play. And then we can shift our Bell onto this Bell. That's pretty cool. We do it a turn earlier. We'll move 2 damage on from here onto our Hook. onto our hook. And now this bell can challenge into the Door's Mine, which is really good too. So that's pretty cool. 3-cost bell. Interesting. Interesting. No need to shift. I like the shift there. Madam Mim felt a little bit more slow to me. Unless you mean no need to Madam Mim shift. Interesting. No need for the Madam Mim shift. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the Madam Mim shift too much either. I think it's just okay. I think she's just okay. I think this turn we could just play Genie. I like Genie because then we get to set up our Mulan next turn. Oh, here's Elephant. Elephant doesn't seem necessary in my opinion. This bell will clear the Door's Mine, and we'll keep questing with this Queen to keep like adding pressure every turn. And the next turn we get to play Mulan, which is extra pressure. Yeah, Bart, I'll leave my opinions in the Discord later on in the day. Like I'll go through the chat and I'll be active in there, especially now that the format started up again. Like I've been like super duper active. Okay, ooh, Skater Man, we have Challenger +3 on or +1 on everybody, which is really good. But I do kind of just want to. I'd much rather just set up this Mulan because Mulan's gonna just add that pressure against these type of aggro decks where it's gonna deal 2 extra damage to 2 different characters. That's like 4 damage total, right? So we'll go Bell into the dock. That way he can't have multiple locations like I was doing it last time to the AI. And then we'll use both of these to swing into the Robin Hood. That way our Queen has damage on it. I'm okay with leaving his location up on board for the time being. Because if I swing into all the locations, then... If I swing everything into the location, he still has characters on board. And he can just go Strength of Raging Fire and start clearing my characters. And that's kind of what I'm worried about. I feel like it's almost impossible to lose against aggro with Red Steel. Problem is, it almost auto-lose against everything else. Really? You think so? Ooh, interesting Hades here. So this is the one that says deal 2 damage to one of your characters and banish chosen character with 3 strength or less. Interesting. I wanted to try this card out too, but it felt kind of bricky because the 6 cost uninkable. But his stats are really good. A 6/4/6 that can quest for 2. Do I have to? Up to 2. Okay, it's up to 2. There. Bam. Oh, did that not work? Oh, it's a 3. Why didn't I click this one? Why couldn't I click this one? It's so weird. Whatever. Okay, at this point, I'm going to ink... Nah, we're going to play Bell. Not shift. We'll move the damage onto the dock. And then we're just going to quest with everything. Simplify that game state. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, Ruby-Am. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, even though we're at 6 lore and this location's gaining lore return, it just doesn't matter. I like that shift bell actually. That shift bell was pretty important. Like doing it a whole turn earlier. I've been seeing people mention that this bell, Accomplished Mystic, is like one of the best cards of the format now. And then and we're comboing it off with this Hades, which will just let us draw cards and constantly do this over and over again. Like look at this game state. We have Hades drawing us cards, dealing damage, and then Bell to move that damage away. This is like the Rapunzel of the format. Like a lot of times when I've been playing, people don't play around this card. Like they quest with their 3 strength characters, and then I'm able to swing into Genie and then clear that character, and then Bell remove the damage and then just deal it to something else. Like it's such a Rapunzel. It's such a Rapunzel style card, and a lot of people are not playing around it like that. I think it's kind of crazy. Barber Shark Shift. Okay, red-blue. I haven't seen a red-blue deck today, so I'm pretty impressed on this one. Pretty impressed on this one, Barber. Oh, hey, what's up, man? okay. I'm this. Oh, okay. I've been seeing you post about this deck in the chat, bro. I've been seeing it. I don't want to leak the sauce, bro. I don't want to leak the sauce too much, but I have an idea. I'm gonna. This will be the last game. I'm gonna make this the opposing deck, because this deck looks really good, and I also don't want to like. I don't want to showcase too much of your goo, you know? And I will use Lucky Big Brain. Mr. Big Brain Lucky Plays. Lucky Power Line. Ruby Amber. Dang. Red Yellow Singers? Oh, it's Circle of Life. Okay, you're not... oh, I see. Are you... How do you get cards? Circle of Life is more of a late game card than this deck, right? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Is there no Mickey? There's no Mickey in this deck. How am I supposed to use the Minnie Mouse combo? Alright, we're gonna run this. We're just gonna run this in there. We're gonna play Lucky's deck. Everybody is a red, yellow, amber deck against the Barber Shark, King Candy. This deck is really cool, by the way. This red blue deck. He's playing Hades, Kita, King Candy. King Candy goons. I love a deck with the goons characters in there, bro. With the goons in there, King Candy goons. Pirates Life Visions. Very interesting. I'm curious to see if this I'm curious to see if this Robin Hood Sharpshooter hits. We'll play it more like a default, and then we'll go second. We'll go second. 57 cards. Lucky, it is 57 cards, bro. What am I missing? 60 cards? What cards are not? What card? Okay, there's a card that's in here that's not on Dreamborn. Then I don't know what it is. What card is it? Is it Circle? No. What card is it? Eye to Eye? Oh, Eye to Eye is on in here? Okay. Interesting. There we go. Okay. We'll try. Wait, what the heck? What just happened? Okay. Eye to Eye. There we go. Okay, there we go. You can play the deck. I'm still not finished with it, but if you want it, brother, we're gonna. Okay, for sure. I don't have time to play the deck yet, so we're just gonna run this last game and call it a day. But we're gonna keep Daisy, Beaking, and actually, I think we're gonna keep Daisy and Beaking because I really want to see the Powerline Singer with the Beaking. We'll keep 2 Uninkables. That's chill. That's chill. Okay, no Powerline Singers. We drew another Beaking anyways. Probably shouldn't have kept Beaking, but we did draw Ariel. Moana's a princess, so we can actually play Moana by turn 3, which is kind of cool, and then sing Beaking the following turn. So we're gonna play Daisy first. They're gonna ink a red card. Play Tipo. They're ramping already faster than us. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna ink our power line because he's pretty big. We're not gonna get to him anytime soon. We'll play this Aurora so that next turn we can play our Moana. Quest with Daisy. Daisy's gonna trigger. They reveal the King Candy goons into their hand. This opposing red blue deck plays a lot of characters, so. Oh, there you go. Queen of Hearts with Rush and Shift Queen of Hearts on top of that immediately. They're going to get to swing and draw a card. It's pretty crazy. Like I was mentioning earlier, there's no Rapunzel punish, so I have like he's pretty safe here, right? I will quest with this Aurora, letting me play out a princess earlier, which I will ink away my queen to play this Moana. And then from here, I'm just going to actually use this to challenge the Tipo. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to use Beaking as like efficiently as possible next turn. And if he plays only one other character, then I can double Beaking, which is fine. He is going to swing into my Daisy, which sucks. They do get to draw a card. This deck looks kind of scary. Oh, and another... They're drawing a lot of cards here. And they're just clearing our stuff, man. If they don't play another character, we're chilling, though. Oh, my goodness. And they played another character. Now we're not chilling. Now we're not chilling. I wanted to play Double Beaking, but I guess we're not playing Double Beaking. I think Maui Shark is better than Powerline off the top of the deck right here, but I will play this Ariel because I want to be able to get some value. We're going to swing over this Queen because our Moana has evasive anyway, so he can't get any value off of this Queen to draw. Shift King Candy, draw 2 cards, put 1 to the bottom. That's a +1 right there. That's very strong. Quest for 2. Ink a card. Play another Tipo. They're definitely playing around my Beaking very effectively. Okay. We're kind of getting close to this shark, though. So I'm going to ink this Ursula Vanessa. I think the best way is going to be Moana swing over the King Candy. Sure, we'll do that. Do I double Beaking here? I don't want to. I don't want to double Beaking. The game kind of slowed down a little bit here, so this is good for us. King Candy goons. Shift King Candy. They could have just played regular King Candy and not shifted it. This King Candy is actually very, very problematic. We're just going to ink and play our shark. And I will challenge this Tipo. I don't mind if he draws a card, because if he does swing into the Ariel, he trades away his Queen of Hearts and his King Candy. Is this tabletop sim or Lorcanito? Neither. This is inktable.net. It's we're playing against an AI. So the AI just kind of does suboptimal plays. They're gonna play a Maui Shark. They're gonna go ahead and use Sail after that. And no second character, please. No third character. So now we can double B King. We're patient. We're patient enough with that double B King. We're gonna sing B King here. He's gonna get rid of his King Candy more than likely, or it's gonna get rid of its King Candy. He, she, they, everybody. And then we're gonna gain extra lore. Bam! We cleared the board. All right. Let's see if we can win now. Oh man. I'll be real with you, Lucky. This deck feels very like Shark or Bust. The power line stuff hasn't really come up. You know what I mean? And like I'm gonna play this power line because I want to draw a song, and if we draw a song, it'd be really good. And I don't expect him to quest, because if he quests, oh, he does quest. Okay, he is gonna quest. Now our power line's gonna just go off. More than likely your opponent wouldn't quest here though, because they don't want the shark to go off. But Ink Table does these plays. LO AI making my deck look bad. No, I think your deck is really good. I think this deck is really, really good. It did some questionable plays, and obviously right here, like, it wouldn't challenge. But no, dude, like back-to-back King Candies with that Queen of Hearts, the way that was going down, like I had no cards in hand, dude. Like that was a lot. So like I think it's a good deck. Don't let the AI fool you. You know, it's just these red blue combinations are definitely something to be afraid of. Power line's gonna sing Beat King, get another Pirate's Life off of that. That's pretty cool. His shark does get to go off next turn though, but it's fine because we're gonna play Tiana and we're gonna play the Queen. They have Sail, the Azurite Sea, and Visions mainly as their only cards in their trash, but they can play some pretty big bombs. Hades, there you go. I was gonna say Barber's playing Hades and other big characters, so it's not over yet. It's not over till it's over. And it feels like we're catching up. I don't have a card to discard, but now I guess we just have a bunch of aggro cards in our deck. So we're just going to quest with Tiana, quest with our Queen, and we'll see what happens here. The thing about like Tiana in the late game is that like he has more than enough ink to swing over my Tiana, right? So if he has like a Goofy with the Rush or Mulan, that's another really good card. They have more than enough ink to play. Ooh, oh man, we drew Circle of Life, but we don't have enough ink to play it. 2, 4, 5, we go to 17. Honestly, we just quest with everything. You quest with everything because he has to pay 3, 6, 9 just to swing 3 times, and like the math is a little wonky. So like I don't know. Like I think this is fine. Because like next turn, if we do draw an Inkable, then we get to use Circle of Life anyway. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if that was correct. Because if not, we sing together Circle of Life and bring back a Maui Shark maybe. But that doesn't do enough. Oof. Oh my goodness. Sisu Daring Visitor. Oh no. No. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No. We have Exact Lethal. Oh, we had Exact Lethal. We had Exact Lethal there. That was crazy. Like I feel like we should have lost that one. The AI just kind of messed up. I feel like we should have lost that one. That was crazy. That was Exact Lethal on the red yellow. This version of red yellow singers. Yeah, Lucky. Personally, in my opinion, I feel like the red yellow singer deck, it goes a little bit of a different route. Social Zoro, hey there, how do you submit decks for you to test? In our Discord, but I am calling it a day already, but I will stream tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, Social Zoro. A win is a win. I know. I get you, bro. I like this concept. I personally would probably also add the Max Singer goof. And then I'd probably want to add cards like Look at This Family, Be Our Guest, just so I can ensure I have way more songs for the power line, because we have like we have like too few little songs. I don't think Daisy is needed in this deck though. I guess it depends what you're trying to do, because it looks like you're going aggro with the Auroras and the Daisies, but then it stops going aggro with the Sharks and the power lines. So it's kind of like doing both at the same time, right? What would you upgrade? Like I would commit more to either the aggro line or either the song line, right? Like I'd probably take out the Daisies. You can keep the Tiana and the Aurora. I think that's pretty good because you're always able to use Aurora to bring out Ariel earlier too. I think that's really strong. I would probably take out the Daisies and the Minnie Mouse, the iconic Minnie Mouse, and just play 4 Criminal Mind. I really like Judy Hopps in this deck because Judy Hopps lets you give support to opposing characters, and then you can Criminal Mind them away, which is really good. Zoro, I'm sorry, tomorrow we're streaming tomorrow from 11 a.m. or PST, so look out for that. Same thing, submit your decks, I'll test them, I'll give my opinion, etc. But thanks for everybody who was watching today. We played for a cool minute. Fabled format is everywhere. I love the creativity in the decks, man, and you guys are awesome for contributing and just being a part of the show. So thank you for that so much. Barber deck, the Barber deck was pretty broken too. I had it right here. One second, bring it up again. That red-blue deck you guys just saw, that deck was actually pretty good. Yeah, I like the ability to go King Candy. The King Candy shift is really strong right now. I think King Candy shift is a very, very good card. So don't sleep on cards like King Candy. The Queen was also a very, very strong card that I really liked. Where's the Barber deck? This one? Oh. But yeah, that's going to be all for the stream today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. If you guys like the content, like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps the channel. If I didn't misplay, if I didn't misplay so much, I think they had it. Tiana is a really strong card. That's one of the only reasons I'm running Human Sisu. No, that Human Sisu just cleared the Tiana, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the AI would have gotten it. And that's why a Barber in the chat was talking about how the deck was looking bad. But no, I think the deck looks really good, actually. Like, if the AI can make me feel this way, then the deck is doing something right. So yeah, look out for all these decks in our Discord, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and raid someone on Twitch actually before we call it a day, because I haven't raided somebody in a minute, and that's very important. Okay. Stream manager. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the format, and keep dropping them deck lists in the description. That I mean, in the Discord. That helps a lot, right? And how do you guys feel about playing on Inktable as opposed to Pixelborn? Because I'm not a fan of Pixelborn Connect. It makes my computer kind of wonky. Oh, look, we have Mufasa TTV also playing Inktable. We're going to raid them. Be sure to follow them as well. And we're going to start the raid. We'll see you guys next time. Join the stream tomorrow. We'll be here at 11 PST. It's like West Coast time. So be sure to be notifications on for that one. But we'll see you goons next time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Go follow Mufasa TTV as they test.